Everything looks totally crooked. The shelves look crooked, but
Yeah.
why is it that our face is like... Anyway. January. How much do we love January?
Let me tell you. And once they said our schools, are we close?
Yeah.
It is going to go back out.
Okay, whatever you think. It looks good. It looks great.
Once they said here for Alberta that the kids got an extra week for their break.
Yeah.
It was like, oh.
It is January. It is freezing.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy freaking New Year. Isn't it?
Good morning.
Oh, hello people out there waiting for baby number 2. Stop it.
I could have been a doula or a midwife. I love it.
She would be tackling people for their newborn babies.
I would be stealing them.
You would have a hard time getting it back. Good morning and Happy New Year. Holy moly, there's comments going so fast. Hello. Good morning from Vegas and Patty in Saskatoon. It is -47. I hope you're in flannel. I hope you're in bed.
Overnight, we were supposed to get to feels like -45.
I had people messaging me. I've been putting our weather in our Instagram stories because I just think it's
funny,
nuts some people can't wrap their brain around how cold it is. And we're not even, I mean, there's people up in the Yukon and the Northwest Territory. It's way colder, but it is nuts.
I think we're the coldest place on earth today.
Are we?
No, but it feels like it.
It does feel like it.
Us and Russia.
Oh, well, there you go.
Hi, Texas. Hello, Ohio.
Good
Austin.
morning, Scotland. Get out of town.
Portland. What a beautiful part of the world you live in.
My husband does not like winter, like
Warsaw,
a regular
Poland.
winter. And then this sort of extreme just pushes a lot of people over the edge. They just can't take it.
Oh my God, we were right on time. You guys.
That's a fluke.
How
is that possible?
I always think I'm going to be on time. And then this morning I look in the mirror and my skin is extra blotchy. More spackle needed.
My skin is so pale. I had to finally put on some kind of bronzer because I was like, you look like a snowman. I'm so pale.
After I put on the BB cream and then I had to bring out the CC cream.
What does that do?
Well,
what's the diff?
It's CC. Well, it's more coverage.
Okay.
And
Did they make a DD?
And then I looked ghostly. Just like I just put bronzer.
Okay, there you go. Anyway, I can't remember really when was the last time I wore makeup? Christmas? When we had Christmas dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, normally I've just been showering and then going anywhere in a hat because I haven't been doing my hair. It's actually been kind of awesome for that.
Yes.
Right? I was wearing a worsted weight colorwork hat yesterday, which is double thick, and it was perfect. I felt cozy.
Yes.
Normally pretty hot.
You guys, we made it through the holidays. How was everybody's break?
Holidays are over.
Yeah. I'm glad they're over.
Ukrainian Christmas is actually not over yet.
No.
Isn't that Christmas Eve today? Christmas Eve?
I thought it was on the weekend, but yeah,
today is
Christmas Eve.
the Orthodox Christmas Eve, I believe.
Okay, we'd be going to Bob and Guido's.
Yeah, growing up, we would have 2 Christmases.
Yeah.
Well, 2 Christmas dinners.
Yeah.
Gifts and everything happened on the 25th of December, but we always went back to Baba and Guido's for the Christmas dinner, right? Another Christmas Eve?
What are the odds?
What?
We're both
Jodi!
Wearing the same sweater in the same yarn. Are we not wearing the same yarn?
Yes, I think we have some weird...
What are the...
subconscious connection. This is the first time I've worn it all winter.
I haven't worn this winter.
I just washed this the other day, and
I
put it on this morning, and I thought, I need to knit another one of these.
You look gorgeous in that color.
I need to share this yarn again because it's one of the most amazing yarns I've ever worked with, and I love this pattern so much. So
this is very weird.
It is Jodi, and I love this one. This one you did in this color palette, I just think is so fun.
I love it
and beautiful.
We'll talk about it. Okay, but holidays. It was so good. We have lots of COVID happening in Alberta, so we tested before we got together, and we had a scaled back Christmas.
Yeah.
But we got to be all together.
I felt really lucky. Yeah. Lucky that we had these home test kits, which were a treat in itself to do the first time.
You put it in your bum, right?
Like,
I think I'm pregnant.
every hole. It goes in every hole. I felt really lucky that if we wanted to get together as a family, which we really did,
Mm-hmm.
because we followed the guidelines and none of us got together last year,
Mm-hmm.
I felt really lucky that we could do that this year.
Yes.
So yes, shoving this thing up to my brain and testing to see if I had I was totally worth it.
Yeah.
And then I got boosted in between Christmas and New Year's.
We are getting boosters. We just haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
Did you feel okay?
No. But I don't want that to stop anybody from
I would never.
Should I say no? Normally I had a sore arm and like swollen lymph nodes. Like it felt like tennis balls in my armpits. This time I felt like I had the flu for about a day and a half. So I was fine. 100% fine, normal reaction.
Yeah.
But it was just different than I've had before.
I thought I would maybe take me and my 2 children this Friday afternoon
I would.
and just get it done.
I would.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure, I know you're going to get it done. But give yourself a little bit of a buffer after, just in case you don't feel great. Perfect.
Yeah.
So super glad that I got it done. But I said to my husband on like the second day, because he felt nothing. Okay. Like his arm barely sore.
My second shot, nothing. No arm soreness, no feeling crummy, no nothing.
I kept saying to him, like I wasn't eating. I was a little nauseous, like just like the flu.
Yeah.
But you know what? Apparently it's 100% normal and I feel 100% fine now. But at the end I said to Jeff, maybe I should be testing for COVID. Like, am I sick or is this just a reaction?
I'm drinking Pepsi Zero.
I'm drinking coffee and I have hardly touched it. What brand was the booster?
Pfizer, probably.
No, it actually wasn't Pfizer. It was Moderna.
Okay.
It doesn't, in my mind, those are interchangeable.
Sure.
Is what we've heard, right? Anyway, boost yourself. Get boosted.
So booster just means a third dose.
It's a half dose of what you had before.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Is it a full dose? It's
actually a quarter of a milliliter. Like that's how much, like a tiny little.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
That's a very small amount.
And you know what? I had nothing to do anyway.
Right.
So I was planning on being in my pajamas.
Yeah.
For those days.
Yeah.
So
Shane and I went to Banff. It was so cold.
So tell me, other than Christmas, Jodi, we've been I haven't seen you.
I know. I was thinking that with Mom the other day, and then Mom texted me a little bit, and I thought, gosh, I miss everybody. I haven't seen everybody.
Tell me about Banff. How were the roads?
Everything was totally fine getting there and getting back, but the only bummer thing, it was so cold.
Yeah.
So normally you could walk around. We would have gone to Lake Louise and walked by the lake for an hour, whatever.
Right.
I mean, it was great to get away with
a change of scenery. Is just really nice, right?
The mountains were beautiful. It was snowy, but real cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was nice. 3 nights to get away.
3 nights?
I know.
Did you like your accommodations?
Yes. We've stayed at Brewster's before. It's right in town. It's very lodgy, very...
Any good rest? So I'm thinking, what would I do? So I can't go wander around and do whatever, but what kind of food? Did you have good...
we did...
Like skip the dishes kind of thing or pick up?
Pick up. They don't have to skip the dishes there, but every restaurant has like a takeout.
Yeah.
We did Salt Lick Steakhouse, which is incredible the first night. The second night, which is New Year's, we did burgers from across the street, burgers and onion rings. So good. And then the third night we did, I think, Carlito's Pizza.
Ooh, nice.
Really good.
Mixing it up.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, I see all these comments about booster shots. I'm so glad to hear people are getting vaccinated. I love it.
Yeah. So,
Jodi, getting away is really nice. We have our anniversary in February, and it's the worst because it's the week of Valentine's Day, so everything goes through the roof. You want to buy yourself flowers? Goes through the roof. You want to go on a trip? It's through the roof, the prices. But I think we're going to do it anyway because this winter is horrible. You know, we would
drive somewhere? Like Canmore?
Yeah. Like we'll just go on a little close to home vacation. We would love to go somewhere that was warm.
Yeah. We were going to book Mexico. We had always thought, we'll do Mexico. We're boosted and all that.
Right.
But it's just, they're still, we're not doing that in February.
Right.
We're just going to hold off. We'll go to Ontario this summer.
I don't even, Like, I do love beach vacations, but I'm in the shade and I don't love getting all the hot and sweaty and
I'm
whatever.
in the shade too.
I see pictures now of beach vacations and I just think, oh my God, if I could put my toes in the ocean, wander around in like your beach cover up all day, I'm so ready for that.
Yeah. We just lounge. I'm under the shade,
Yeah.
but you're just in a tropical location.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
And it's just that like mental like island life.
Yes.
It's so good. I love it so much.
Jodi, I hope you guys book that. I hope it all works out.
Not this year.
No. Well, I hope it
Eventually.
at some point.
We'll go
right?
back again. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, theoretically, I should be just saving my money for a big trip at this point.
Yeah,
I should have a bunch of money saved from not going anywhere.
Because that's gonna happen.
Yes, it is.
You'll be ready when it happens.
Of course.
Yeah. But you know what the good thing about going to Banff, all that car driving, knitting, and I stopped at Stash.
Jodi, you texted me that. I was like so jealous.
Stash.
Envious.
Stash.
It's such a good store.
Is an amazing yarn store.
I know. Yes, I totally agree.
It is such a big spot. Like, they have a really beautiful location.
Yeah.
But the amount and the things they carry, it's
like visually gorgeous.
Yes.
The building, the windows, the ceilings.
Yeah.
But you're right. Everything in there, then you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they have this.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe they have it. So if it's your local yarn shop where you just get to go wander whenever you want, lucky you. And they're really great about supporting Alberta, like local artists, Canadian artists.
Yeah.
So you're going to show me what
I did. Yes. The women were amazing there.
It's always a great visit. Like, it's so great. So did you just say to Shane, can we just make a pit stop?
Yes, and the ring, because really off the Deerfoot, it's like 6 minutes off the Deerfoot.
Such an easy side
But
trip.
that ring road now takes you away from any of that. Like, you actually don't really hit the Deerfoot. Like, Shane takes that big ring road around. Yes. So it was about an extra 40 minutes, but he's like, of course.
If you come in on the Deerfoot, it's just like beep, like a little bloop off.
Yeah.
But I know what you're talking about. We come home that way.
Yes. But he insisted, because I said, oh, I don't really have to.
Right.
And he's like, we're stopping.
Yeah.
Because how often our stores haven't been open through COVID.
No.
Which is really frustrating.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. We have 2 local yarn stores and neither of them are open, and they haven't been in almost 2 years. So the fact that I could go into Stash.
Yes,
it was amazing. It was safe. You had to sanitize going in the door. There was a sign saying, please wait. And then someone came in and they did a head count, and it was a very safe experience. And I don't know why people don't think that that's doable.
I don't actually know of any other businesses that I go to that are still closed because I don't know. There must be I don't know why they're not open.
Yeah.
But it is frustrating as a knitter to not be able to. So yes, going to a yarn shop is like a big deal. It's a big deal to go.
It's a big outing.
And it's not the same shopping online. I shop at Stash online, I mean, frequently.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm looking for something that's not here in our city, that's sort of my first stop online, because
they ship
so
super quick.
So fast.
Super quick. I did, I'll talk about it after I do it. But yeah, so Stash was amazing. Other than that, you guys.
Was it busy? Because you went on a Sunday, right?
They had just been closed for 2 days.
Right.
So yeah, and they'd just been open an hour. Yes.
There was a little busy.
Busy meaning like, we had to wait. There was a couple people behind me after I went in that still had to wait for capacity.
Okay. Well, you know what? I do love businesses that are taking it seriously, right? Yeah. Keeping everyone safe.
I'll happily wait.
Oh.
And it was 5 degrees in Calgary.
+5?
Yes.
When it was -30 here?
Well, remember Sunday it got to like a single
14.
digit?
Yeah. It was nice here.
Yeah. So they were
okay.
They were beautiful.
Jodi, I'm so glad you had a good trip.
Mm-hmm.
I was just changing pajamas every 12 hours.
Oh my God. Up until then, that's what we did.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
Yes.
It was a really nice, I have to say, I enjoyed that break. I have enjoyed the break.
Let me tell you, these first couple weeks back in January, it is zero motivation.
You don't have to tell me.
Zero motivation.
You don't have to tell me. but that's okay. I still have my Christmas tree up. Did you notice?
I did. You didn't have it. You didn't have a million things up this year, so it
No.
doesn't feel like it's crowded.
It's not. And one day last week, I was like, okay, this is my plan. This, and this, and the tree was one of them. And I just did not have the energy. And I just thought, what? That's my own schedule. Nobody's saying you have to do
You're
it.
on the Ukrainian Christmas.
Yeah. And then someone said, you know what? It's Ukrainian Christmas coming up. And I thought, great. I actually love the lights at night.
Yeah, I do too.
So it's going away in the next day or two. But
I did mine on the 28th. And it wasn't planned. I just did a couple of things and then it just happened.
Yeah. It will not take me long.
No.
I was knitting birthday things though. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to still sit here and knit some birthday
we had
presents.
a lot of birthdays this week.
Christmas, birthdays, all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah.
So it's been great though. I'm back. Glad to be back.
Are those for Jeff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, his birthday.
Yeah.
Andrew's birthday's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Jeremy's was Monday.
Yeah.
It's been,
and we still have a couple more coming this month.
Yeah, Shane and Dad.
So between Mom's birthday, December 27th, and like not even a month later, there's like 5 or 6 people.
It's big.
Yeah, it's a lot in our family.
Yeah.
It's great though. I'm so glad to see we have January birthdays that are and like having the tree up. Rebecca said.
You know, when my husband and I were first together, he wanted it up past the New Year, and now he's like, I don't care.
Right.
I don't have a real opinion on it, but I'm ready midweek after Christmas to take it down.
And honestly, like you said, I hardly put up any Christmas decorations. There wasn't a lot. I don't feel overwhelmed by it. Like normally I put up so much stuff that I am just sick of it and it needs to go. It needs to go at one point. So I don't feel that yet.
Yeah.
But I do every day think, this is the last day, Tree. I hope you enjoyed last night because that was your last night.
Okay, I did watch a movie on Apple Plus.
Oh.
With Mahershala Ali.
I love him.
Swan Song.
Okay.
Tracie.
Have I seen that? Is it new?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know how new, but it's new. And it's got Glenn Close.
Yes.
And Mahershala, who is the most beautiful actor.
Yes.
Oh, it's so good. It's futuristic.
I have not seen it.
Oh,
I need a movie.
Tracie, it's so good. I loved it.
You know what I watched I thought it was so interesting, and it was just like, it was called The Lost Daughter, and it just came out on Netflix. Have you watched it?
No.
It's directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal, and it is based on a book, which I don't think I've read. And Olivia Colman is the main actor in it, who I love. And Dakota Johnson is a big actor in it as well. And just the whole perspective, it goes back and forth between this woman's past. She's like this middle-aged woman at a resort by herself, and she's observing what's going on around her, and then it goes back and forth between her memories. Oh. And so it sort of tells you the story of her, who she is.
Yes.
It's a drama. It is a slow burn story with great actors. I just thought it was really, really different. I liked it very much, very much.
Okay, good.
But when someone says, what's it about? I don't know that I can really tell you specifically. Like, it is about this woman's, and I think it would spark a lot of conversation actually because of the choices that this woman has made in her life that would maybe be alarming or different because it's not the norm for lots of people.
Right.
It was really good.
Okay, did you watch the Sandra Bullock one that she comes out of jail?
Yes.
I haven't watched that yet.
Yes.
Is that good?
Yes.
Okay, I love her.
I love her too.
Okay, but I also watched 20-something in Austin. It's like 8 singles.
First of all, I was pretty surprised. You were like, oh, this, beautiful swan song movie. And I was like, really? You watched this?
Yeah.
This is more like...
It's a departure.
Was it good?
Oh, yeah.
Like same old fun stuff?
20-somethings living in Austin. I love it.
Okay, I just watched The Amazing Race last night.
Can I just say, I started that show yesterday and I thought, this has got to be one of my favorites.
We have been waiting. It's one of our favorite shows, like as a family to watch. So did you see one of the couples they met on Love Island?
Yes.
This gorgeous girl with this beautiful...
Yes.
Okay. I like them.
They all have a story, you guys. on The Amazing Race.
Yes. Some of them, the stories like some of them to me are like, I want them to win just because of who they are.
Okay, the principal and his wife,
Yes.
they have to win.
Akbar and Sherry.
Under
I relate so much. Didn't you relate so much to her?
well,
Like a middle-aged woman trying to keep up on this amazing race, and
the husband's like, I don't know why she's stopping. She
Right.
can stop at the leg.
she was an athlete in her late teens, and he's like, "Come on!" Like
That
he's
poor-
expecting
you know
her.
what? That poor woman needs a sports bra.
Listen, I was so bummed at one point when I thought it looked like they were going to be the last team. I said to Jeff,
love her.
I want them to not be the last team out.
And they're not.
I want them to win.
Me
Is
too.
what I want.
That's what I wanted.
But there's some great stories in it. So if you don't normally watch The Amazing Race, you might want to tune in this season.
And the
because
two people that
there's
from
some
Paris,
yes,
that were on the train,
yes.
and the one guy that was in jail for 10
Yes.
years, I recognized him.
I didn't recognize him.
I did recognize him.
But he represents a lot of people.
Yeah. Anyway, it was so great.
Anyway, I loved it. So yeah, loved that. Loved it.
And it was
Oh
a
my
double
God.
episode.
I know. It's so great.
And it ended, you guys. The scenes from next week was like we're like encountering COVID.
Right. Like the beginning. We have to go home.
I wonder how that's gonna happen.
Well, they literally, from what I understand, halted production and didn't start again until it was safe. Like
Okay.
is what I believe. So I think your footage is going to be like almost 2 years apart for part of it. That'll
Oh,
be really
interesting.
interesting to see how people
Yes.
like how your health could be different.
Yes.
Your body could be different. Like how you're able to run the race again.
It was so good.
It's literally one of the shows that I think to myself would be so fun to do, but then I slap myself and think, snap out of it.
Okay, if one of the rules was you cannot run. You
If one of the
cannot
rules
run.
was you get a golf cart. You get
Yeah.
your own golf cart
Yes.
at every location.
Yes, I would sign up for that.
I just think what they do is so fun. I think where they go is so fun. I think it's such a bonding experience for teams to get alone, and then this group where you're like a bigger team. I
Okay,
just
the
think it's really
father-daughter.
cool.
The
Love.
father was funny.
Love. He was like,
I hope you
don't find it.
Yes.
I hope you.
I thought they were the dynamic.
I love shows that are
Yeah.
like like your people, like you're getting to know
Yes.
people. I don't know why I don't like those Love Island ones more.
Oh, they're trash.
Maybe
but
it's
I
just
love it.
because it's just all the, to me in my brain, it's all the same thing.
Yeah, oh yes, it is.
You know, hook up, double cross, hook up, double, like
Yes.
whatever. Like I don't know. So these ones that are all like people and getting to know people, like Survivor, I kind of like for that.
Yeah.
But yes, The Amazing Race, I love
Yeah.
so much. I love a good competition show.
Oh, I love it so much.
Jodi,
It was
one
good.
day.
Yeah.
Or-
One day, never.
One day. Never.
Yeah. But yeah, so I've got knitting. I've
Good.
got sock tubes, fuck balls.
Jodi. What?
I fucking forgot my socks that I did. 2 pairs.
Do you want me to go get the ones you made for me for Christmas?
No.
I love them. I wear them. I've worn 2 pairs look really sad because I've worn them so much.
Okay. Look at these bad boys.
Oh.
That's okay. I'll show next time. I've
Okay.
got 2 pairs to show now, but I
Okay.
had 2 pairs I just finished. Look what Tracie knit for me.
Have you worn them?
Yes.
Have you?
Yes, but I didn't want to wear them too much because I didn't want to get them dirty until we showed
No,
them.
Jodi, just wear them.
We've needed them. Yes, I've worn them.
Good.
Can you talk about these?
Yeah, those are the, I even brought my pattern.
How beautiful.
Jodi wanted colorwork mittens.
Yes, I did.
And I was like, yes, they're one of my favorite things to make. I'm totally thrilled.
This yarn.
So I ended up making the Evia Mittens, which is a pattern by Ellie of Skeyndeer, Dr. Ellie. And it's DK weight.
Is she a doctor?
She's now officially her PhD done. She's Dr. Ellie.
PhD of
Can you
color work.
imagine? Can you imagine?
No.
So this uses a Norwegian DK weight yarn, but I had Barrett Wool Company.
You guys, this wool's
This is
incredible.
crazy. I can't even tell you how much. As I'm knitting these, I thought to myself, why am I not knitting a million
can't give 'em
things of
away.
these? Kind of. So this is the home worsted weight by Barrett Wool.
Oh, you guys, it's so soft.
And this green too is that
That's a
same-
fun pop of green that you just did.
that
on
one
the-
is it called Field or something like that? This is Scout, and then this is their natural. I'm not sure what they call it.
I'm obsessed with this teal.
Do you like it?
Oh,
So, oh God, Jodi,
I
this
love
is
it
not
so
the first pair that I made you.
why?
I should go get it. I did not gauge swatch, and I knit a mitten, and I love it. It's beautiful, but it's like literally, I wanted to talk about it here at some point. I just
Yeah.
didn't bring it down today, about how even when you think you know, right? If you're substituting a
Yes.
needle size or a different
Yes.
yarn, you don't really know
Were
unless
they too
you do
big or too small?
a too big, I think.
Okay, can you make a second one?
Because
for
they're
Jeff?
like gigantic. They do fit Jeff. So
Good.
I thought, no, I'm not making that for him. He'll never wear them.
He won't.
But it's so cute, like the motif in it. I'll just hang it up or have it. Like, I'm not getting rid of it.
yes.
And it was really fun to knit. And I would like to knit it again. But I'll share that another time.
Okay.
So, yeah, these are just
oh my god! Look at the thumb. You got. The thumb is very different from the palm and then the back. I can't even with these mittens.
Okay. So I did take that class last year with Patricia of Knitography, and it was about Norwegian Selbu mittens.
Yeah.
This is a Selbu mitten pattern.
Oh.
And that is
What makes it Selbu?
the shape and the afterthought thumb and the motifs, all of that.
Yeah.
Is a Selbu pattern. So when I took the class, when you pick up your thumb stitches here later,
Because you build
mine
the
were
gusset.
kind of messy. Yep, you build the gusset with your color work, and then you put your stitches on hold, and then on this side you cast on stitches in color, like 2 green, 1 white, 2 white, like. And then you go back and
Really?
pick them up. And mine have always been really messy. And now that
These
I
are
say this,
so good.
these are the best I've ever picked up.
You guys.
You're supposed to have the pattern
it.
seamless.
I was gonna say you cannot tell where that seam is.
That's the way it's supposed to be. This is literally the first time that I feel like I've done
Look
it
at
right.
that.
It was,
Tracie.
the pattern is fabulous. It's so good. She's got all the charts. It's so clear. I would knit these again in a minute. If you look, the pattern has actually not a ribbed band.
that.
And I just think when you're knitting it for someone else, just so you know for sure it's going to fit properly.
Yeah.
So I just went sporty and did a striped ribbed.
Love.
Isn't it cute?
But I
think it
love
turned
the
out cute.
pop of extra color.
Me
there.
too.
Yeah.
So these were a joy to knit. The yarn,
They're a joy to wear.
so it's non-superwash. This is non-superwash, which I would say even if you don't love non-superwash yarn for whatever reason, for these kinds of mittens, I think you should give it a try. I
Okay,
really
but
do.
this Barrett wool being non-superwash is super soft.
Oh my gosh, it's so soft.
Yeah.
Like it feels washed
Oh, you guys.
and soft
yeah.
already. So this is the worsted weight. So worsted weight, quicker than fingering weight, obviously, right? So these aren't so bad. But the pattern really does call for DK. But I did a,
So what did you do? Was it the same pattern you knit on the first mitten?
no, I'll show you another time.
So you used the same wool?
No.
Okay.
Totally, like it took me quite a while. This other one was like fingering to sport weight, this mitten.
Oh my god.
It's really pretty.
So
I
you're
think
like,
you'll really like it.
Fuck it. Where's the bulky?
I was like, no, then I'm going through my pattern library and
Oh,
these came up and I've wanted to knit them for myself forever. And I thought,
look at that motif.
so I pulled up the pattern and then I thought, DK to worsted. Oh my, what am I doing?
What was I thinking?
Snap out of it. Like,
Crazy. And if I'm honest, I would have chosen a heavier yarn.
Jodi, I'm glad you like them. These were so much fun to make.
Love them.
And I can't say enough about the yarn. And look how much is left.
You can do another knit.
Easily
Yeah.
enough yarn to knit another pair of mittens or a hat. Do you want the yarn?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll give you the green too. It's just
Tracie,
upstairs.
I'll knit a magic. Oh, this
Jodi,
is
it's
soft, you
such
guys.
nice yarn. Like I can't.
This would make the most cozy sweater. I
Yes.
might have to do that. This is worsted?
Yes.
I'm gonna
but
order
it's
some.
plump. Like you
I-
could knit worsted to Erin with it for sure.
I am buying some Barrett
So
wool. What's it
nice.
called?
This is their home worsted weight, which is the worsted spun. Like their home. What's the other
Beautiful.
one called?
Woolen spun?
The other one's Barrett Wool Co. But what is that one? What's it called?
I don't know.
Wisconsin woolen spun.
Yes.
That's the woolen spun that you would compare to like Brooklyn tweed and stuff like that, right? It's
Yes.
spun with like wool. It's got like airy and light.
Yeah.
This one is the one that's like the worsted smooth.
It's so light.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I'm ordering it. I'm ordering
Oh,
this yarn.
It made amazing color work. And the colors are beautiful.
Thank you so much. I love it.
Oh my gosh, Jodi. Well, you gave me all those amazing socks.
Love it.
So Jodi knit me a pair of socks in the Hedgehog Fibers Tweedy.
Yes. You guys remember.
Jodi knit them, and I was like, oh, those are a work of, like, those are amazing. Let me tell you, those socks, like the natural,
cozy?
was so good.
Okay, I haven't worn
Jodi, they're so good. And that you cranked on your machine? Well, you should crank some for yourself if you have some, because that makes a great pair of socks.
I have a limey, acidy green pair that I
Wow.
cranked. Tube.
It was awesome.
Okay.
Amazing.
They seemed cozy.
Oh, I didn't take them off for like 3 days.
Yeah. The only thing is I probably will end up shrinking them. Like not remembering, and they'll get in the wash.
Yeah.
And
I have a little, like a tiny little, I think I even got it at like a dollar store or Winners or something. It's a little pop-up laundry basket that's quite a bit smaller. And so when I have like my sweaters that need washing or whatever, I just throw them in that so they don't accidentally get.
That's smart.
Because that would be horrible if I washed those socks with my.
But
my regular socks, I don't care. My
No.
super wash ones.
Do you wash them in the washer? Or you end up
I
hand
usually
washing
have a pile of them, so
Yeah.
I just
soak them.
put them in my machine on the wool setting, so it's really gentle. Like I'll put sweaters and everything all at once. So non-superwash, superwash.
Would that shrink on that cycle? Would that still shrink non-superwash?
No, because I could put any sweater in it. Like I put all my sweaters.
Okay, so your socks can go in there.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
But it does take a while, right? And they just have a little bit of water and it just kind of goes like this.
Yeah.
Right? But it's...
I will be gentle.
Right. I promise not to shrink your sweater. Okay, so tell everybody what your sweater is then.
Super simple summer sweater by Joji Locatelli.
Ho-he.
It's a yoked sweater. And we all know, you all know that her patterns are complete. Oh my God, you guys, my sweater's dirty. Anyway, Joji patterns are so beautiful.
Oh, so good.
So beautifully laid out, so easy to follow. And this is worsted weight, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, use the sport. This was woolen. This was from Hugh Loco, and at the time she was botanically dyeing. It was called woolen.
I think it was worsted.
Did you make it in worsted?
I don't know.
Because she did have sport and worsted. So maybe you probably used worsted.
I think worsted.
The sport was even closer, I thought, to DK. You could knit it to
Okay.
DK. But you're right.
What's yours? Worsted.
Mine's worsted.
I think mine's worsted too.
Yeah.
You guys, does she make this anymore?
This yarn is still available over at High Country Wool. It is not called woolens anymore. It's the same base, I believe, like almost, I think it is identical, but they don't botanically dye it anymore because of time and production and all that stuff. So it's dyed the way she dyes everything else.
Yeah.
Right? With whatever their dye is. But I think it's called Kindred.
So
Let me look that up.
I don't know if you guys remember how much we raved about this yarn, and we couldn't believe like the magic.
Speaking of a soft non-superwash yarn.
The softness, because it's part cotton. No. Yes. Is
No.
it? It's not cotton.
We thought it felt different than wool. It's 100% wool.
It's 100% wool.
It's 80% fine merino, 10% BFL, 10% Rommeldale.
But you guys,
it feels
softness
different
of this. It feels like a superwash wool.
It is so soft and beautiful.
The palette too. It's just
this is the same yarn.
Look, we're matching.
This is literally the same yarn. This I don't
you wear that sweater more?
It was dirty and it was but I wear now, like, I think I just knit this one like last year at this time
really
over
good.
Christmas, because it was, I like to cast on something like a comfort project, something I don't have to think too much about, heavier yarn, like something to just make a sweater fast.
Yeah.
And that's what I did last year. So this is a pattern by Denise Bayron. It's called Wave of Change Pullover. And it's just a beautiful raglan, boxy,
Oh,
and she's got these little garter ridges.
You
It's
guys, the shape
beautiful.
is so good.
It's so good. The pattern itself calls for a bulky yarn,
Okay.
which I didn't have. So I thought, I'm just going to swatch with this. I think this is a pretty plump worsted.
It's plump.
So I was going to see how I could do it. And I did end up getting close to gauge, to the point where I would just knit up maybe a size up to get this my normal size. And then the needle was quite big, but this fabric that it made, it's not
Beautiful.
super loose or anything.
No.
It's held up so well.
That's how I like my sweaters knit. I don't like a real dense fabric.
Me either.
Yeah.
Me either. And so knitting this kind of worsted weight yarn to the chunky gauge, it was my favorite.
Yeah.
I love it. I would knit this again tomorrow. I would use this yarn again tomorrow. I love this yarn.
I feel like I want to. There's not enough time in the day because
You're not-
I would love a sweater like this.
We should, Jodi.
It's beautiful.
Cast it on. Okay, this sweater, if you're going to go buy Barrett wool, her bulky she does kits for this sweater.
Really?
And is it ever nice?
Maybe I'll get a kit and sweater and for color work.
Oh my God, I must have just put it away. Her bulky.
It's beautiful.
Oh.
Is it just like this?
No, it's more like the woolens, but it's so nice.
Okay.
It's so nice.
Okay.
I knit the Wave of Change jacket, which is the cardigan version of this, in the Barrett Wool Co. bulky. And like I said, Susan makes kits for it. You don't really need a kit. You can just buy as many skeins as you want. But the jacket part of it, her kit included buttons if you wanted.
I like the pullover.
I would knit. I think I'm more of a pullover person. But I actually bought more bulky to make this pattern. Maybe I should cast that on next. The bulky I bought is a camel and cream marl. All her bulky is a marl. So you can get like gray and cream,
She's
blue
got a
and
coffee,
mint.
like a coffee.
She even came out with newer colors since I purchased mine.
Okay.
But mine is camel and cream, and I thought I would do the same sweater again. Denise's sweater is just sort of like the regular neckline.
I love your.
But I just thought, oh, I have a lot of chins, and
It could be tucked
I get
in
really
there.
cold. So I just thought I would add a little bit more depth there, and I really love it. It's very cozy, but I would happily knit it exactly the way the pattern says. And there's even like Aran weight linens that you can knit a summery version of this.
Be gorgeous.
Yeah, so I love it. So
Yeah.
that's what we're wearing, and the yarn is crazy amazing. The patterns are beautiful.
It is amazing yarn.
If anybody hasn't knit either of these, I feel like you need to bump both of these patterns up your list.
I agree. You know, I put this on today and I thought, why haven't I worn this?
When I knit the Super Simple Summer Sweater, I had visions of half a dozen of them.
I know.
It is such a great sweater to not only knit, it's something, if you've never knit a sweater, I feel like you'd be really successful. But it's really fun to stripe. And it can be a stash buster.
Yeah.
You don't
Actually, Hoki just came out with a brand new shawl, too.
I know. And Hoki's mom turned 80.
The birthday looked so beautiful.
The whole
It was so
thing, their
beautiful.
family got together.
Yeah.
Anyway, wishing Virginia the very best at her birthday. That
So
looked like
our
such
mom
a fun
turned
party.
75. She had a very big milestone birthday.
She did.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to pull this up.
Look at the colors you can get in this Kindred. This yarn that we're wearing.
The palette was beautiful.
Like, come on. Come on. Right there. There's your, like, super simple.
I love that so much.
Isn't that great?
Eye is itchy.
High Country Wool.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, hello, Catelli.
Oh, wasn't it called Atlantic Heart, her new pattern?
Atlantic Heart. It's very.
It's so pretty. It's so pretty. It was a collaboration with Neighborhood Fiber Company, which I've never knit with Neighborhood Fiber Company, and I want to.
You guys, that's so.
The colors
beautiful.
are gorgeous.
I love that bottom. It's the crisscross lace from.
Yeah, hipster.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
I think it's really different and special in the fingering weight here. Like the hipster was all heavier weight yarn, and so it's really, it looks so different in the finer yarn. I would
So
love to knit
beautiful.
that. Gosh, I haven't knit a shawl forever.
I haven't either.
And now I would like to wrap myself in the winter, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Show me something you've knit.
show me something I've knit. Okay. Okay, well, do you want to do, okay, I'll do this. I finished my gloves.
Wow.
Apparently, I just knit for hands now.
Look at you completing projects.
I know.
God, I love these.
So these are my Guess Who gloves. Guess Who is a pattern by Holly Yo.
Do you love them?
Yes, I love them.
Doesn't the rainbow make you happy to wear them?
Yes, it does. So the pattern is knit with sock yarn, which is exactly what I did the first time I knit these. These are fingering weight, which sounds scary, but it's less knitting than a sock and on a bigger needle.
Yes.
So
What size needle?
It's actually not that much bigger.
Just kidding. It's not.
Liar! No, I knit mine on a 2.5 millimeter, which I normally knit my socks on a 2.25.
I knit my socks on a 2.5.
Okay, so maybe it's exactly the same
Okay.
as knitting it, but it's still less knitting.
And it's different, and it's fun, and it's different techniques.
It's different, and I do not like fiddly knitting. I don't know what I'm doing knitting a glove, and I would have thrown it all in the garbage if it wasn't for those flexi flip needles.
Okay.
I would never have finished if I had to do DPNs or magic loop. You know, doing the fingers.
Those look profesh.
Oh, and it's not the knit. It's not me. The pattern is so good at telling you how to pick everything up. And yeah, they look really good. They look really good.
Really good.
But it's the Addy Flexi Flips that for me, those any bendy DPNs, they're shorter and they've got like the little cable in the middle. It worked great.
Okay, but I love the combination. I love the combination of this marled wool and then the bright stripes of color.
Well, this is wool I got when I went to EYF, which is now almost 3 years ago.
So every time you put these on, you're going to think of...
Yeah. And these are very woolly. Like this is non-superwash.
Zach wants
wool.
these mittens.
Does he? Oh, Zach, you can totally
We'll
do
mail
this.
them.
You can totally do this. And you do knit a left and a right. So I put one of our little knitworthy tags on the outside of each. So now I know which one's left and which one's right. These were really fun to knit and super basic right up to the fingers. And then even then, it's just like one direction at a time. You can totally do it.
Mitts are really fun to knit.
Mitts are really fun. And I hate cold hands and our winter's really long. I have a bunch of mitts. I love mittens, but I'm going to knit more gloves.
I will.
I'm going to use this pattern.
Yes.
And that's the thing. If you're going to knit gloves for somebody, I would need you to literally trace your hand.
Right.
Because that's one tip that I would say when you're knitting these and you're trying to get your fingers the right length. The first pair I knit of these, I wasn't like pushing down as you're knitting this finger, like push it right down into the crevice so that you are getting the right measurement, right? Like get it, put your glove.
They were a little short the first time.
Right, and then you get kind of like webbed hands and it just feels weird and awkward and like they don't fit.
Nobody likes webbed hands.
Nobody likes that. So when you are making them, that's what I was doing the whole time. Like I would push it down to make sure, like even like you need those 2 or 3 extra rounds just to make sure it fits.
And you'd always rather have those couple extra rounds longer than shorter.
Well, yeah. Like just, you want to get them to fit as well as possible.
Yeah.
But it makes all the difference later.
Yes.
I would knit this pattern 100 times.
I got a new tattoo.
Did you really? Oh my gosh, that's so pretty.
You guys, I'm obsessed.
Jodi, that's really pretty. I like the botanical like that.
Isn't that sweet?
Mm-hmm. Is it a certain flower?
No, Max just drew it on. As I'm looking, squirrel.
Right. Oh, by the way.
No, but these, Tracie, and I think you seem like it was very fun to knit.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
It was really fun. This part, like my second glove, I was only to here on the ribbing. Yeah. And then I knit everything but 1 inch on the last finger in one day. It doesn't take as long as you think. Your rounds are pretty small. Right?
How many rounds? How many? Oh, yeah, okay.
but it's fun to see the way it's constructed. Like you put the thumb on hold and then you knit up a bit and you do, like just looking at your pinky's lower, right? So you have to knit up that much to do the pinky, and then you knit up again straight, and then you're starting to do these fingers because they're
really,
yeah, if you just look at the anatomy of your hand, right? Holly's patterns are so detailed that I think,
yes.
But that one tip, so 2 tips. If you want to knit gloves, invest in a pair of those DPN, flippy DPN things.
Yes.
More than one company makes them. I have the Addy Flexi Flips and I love them. And
It's the right tool for the job.
it totally is.
Because like you said, you wouldn't be knitting them.
Even if you have 4-inch bamboo DPNs, that's very awkward in this tiny little circumference.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to have 3 DPNs like that. Like this, you just have one on one side, one on the other, and then you're knitting with the other. It's basically like a broken up baby
You knit
magic
with a
loop.
third?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me tell you, I am not a DPN person, but I feel like that's what those were invented
Yeah.
for. They're so good. And then when you're trying them on, really force it down to the bottom.
Yeah.
To make sure your fingers are the right length. And other than that, I don't think it's
Good
tricky
tips.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the yarn was from the Berlin Yarn Company.
Oh, did you get this in
This,
and
yeah. So being the weird tourist that I am, I was like, so I only want to bring home Scottish yarn. And they were like, this is really Scottish
you
yarn.
couldn't get more Scottish?
No.
If it wore a kilt.
Right. So it is Hebridean sheep.
Is this natural?
Yes, this is natural.
Oh, that's nice.
It's very woolly, but feel it after you wash it too. Like I feel like
is this exact.
that's that yarn.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
it's nice, you guys.
And it softened quite a bit after I washed it, but it still feels like a hardy wool. Like I know these things are going to keep me warm.
I love that.
And then the color work was just little bits of Jameson and Smith, which is a Shetland non-superwash. It's Shetland wool, like from Shetland sheep.
I love that.
And it comes in little tiny balls. Not big balls.
Oh, speaking of balls, Marquette got neutered and oh my God, it was very swollen and they were bleeding. It was not great.
I've never heard that.
No, he jumped onto the bed. Like
so he stretched.
He's fine this morning.
He won't be doing that again.
But it was not. Okay.
Ew. Can I just say ew? That whole thing is poor guy.
Yes.
And because I knit gloves, I was like, I want glove blockers, which apparently these are called glove boards.
Okay.
And I got these also from Jameson and Smith. I couldn't find anywhere in North America that had. There were some that was like you put the fingers on them. I just
like
wanted
a puzzle.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted this basic. You know, it'll fit lots of sizes. This is what I wanted. So not expensive.
You use these to block.
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just like a sock blocker, but now they're a glove blocker. I like tools. You know that. You know I like the toys.
Okay, speaking of tools, I have to, you guys. A shameless plug. We did get the maker's board back in our Grocery Girls shop.
These are hard to find. The supply's been tough.
And if people are running over there, we're doing a buy one, get one half off pom-pom. We're going to talk about later, but just in case you run there now. Okay, I've never used any type of like pattern
chart
holder.
keeper. Yeah. And I've used a bunch.
Okay, where has this been my whole life?
Jodi? Yes. I've used a bunch of pattern keepers, and there's a bunch of them that are very similar. They're very much the same thing made by different companies.
Yeah.
This one is sort of like they've sort of fine-tuned everything and made it the very best.
And there's a pocket.
There's metal in each one of these surfaces. The whole thing is metallic.
Yeah.
And it comes with all of these little magnets. It comes with these 4 and the big one. So you can literally, these rulers are an add-on. Rulers, yeah. I would say if you're someone that uses charts, I would get the rulers.
Yes.
If you're just someone that wants to have your pattern held up with magnets, you don't need the rulers. But the rulers were it for me. I definitely needed the rulers. So you can actually like shut this thing, throw it in your bag. It never shifts. It's the right size for a letter piece of paper.
Yeah.
You can have your pattern on one side, a chart on the other.
Did you know these Coco Knits colored round ones were metallic?
Yes.
I didn't.
Jodi, I even put a darning needle
Yes, I had
there.
that.
Like this thing is,
I felt professional when I
there's
had.
a lot of gadgets you do not need as a knitter.
Yes.
You don't need them. But this thing, if you like to knit from charts, which I do, or even just to have your pattern held up on something but instead of like down flat,
Yes.
super handy. Love it. You got the different color. This is gray. It also comes in like a brown craft,
Yeah.
like craft paper color, and that's the color I got.
Yeah. They look very similar.
They do. They're both
Yeah.
neutral.
Anyway, I just had to because
It's,
yeah.
you're right. It's amazing. I feel like they'll be gone in a minute, but for some reason the supply was really hard to get.
Mm-hmm.
So I should probably reorder right away because
Yes.
it's a staple.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a staple. Yeah.
Do you want to do both or are you going to show your sweater?
Yeah.
Or do
sure.
we do sock talk?
Whatever you think. I've got both right here.
Let's do sweaters.
Okay.
So I was so crazy. Like I put so many heels in socks for Christmas gifts this year, and I did not allow myself a new cast-on sweater until I was finished, and that happened after Christmas.
Jodi gave me 3 pairs of socks.
Yes,
I felt very
DK socks
spoiled.
are incredible. So you guys
Jodi.
remember my Sonder yarn? I chose what's this one called?
The Rocket Tee.
The Rocket
DK.
Tee in DK. Do you remember Tracie knit it?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, from Tanis Fiber Arts, the Rocket Tee in DK. It's a V-neck sweater. I've never knit a DK sweater.
Tell me all about it. Tell me about your.
It was such a fun experience because you're knitting it back and forth until you get to finishing the V's.
I don't even know who you are anymore.
Right?
It's fingering weight yarn and mohair held together.
Yes. So this is where it was the perfect storm. It's Tanis meets Sonder yarn meets the Love Note.
Stop it.
On a 6mm needle.
And every time I showed mine, you loved the eyelet increases. It's so beautiful.
Loved.
I don't know who you are with this hot pink accent.
Tracie, is that not the best?
It's so beautiful.
So I chose not to do it on the side only because I missed it for the first couple rounds and then I just didn't.
I don't think you need it.
No.
Yeah, it's in the pattern, right?
Yeah, it's in the pattern.
You don't need it.
But I've tried this on. I'm ready to do. Okay, I've stopped now because I'm not sure. It calls for an I-cord bind off. So I'm ready to bind off here.
It's beautiful.
But I don't know if I want to do ribbing or an I-cord bind off.
I think you would be happier with ribbing.
I think I would too. That's the direction.
I did ribbing. I did twisted
Here?
rib. I did I-cord here.
Okay.
No, I did ribbing. I did ribbing both places.
Now, that was my other question. For ribbing on the V-neck, do I have to do something different here? I'll have to look for a V-neck sweater and see what they do.
I don't think so.
Because you know how sometimes it looks like there's a little seam at the beginning?
Yeah, like a decrease.
Yeah.
But you don't have to do anything different.
Okay. That's the way I'm leaning, like a little 1-inch.
So were the regular rocket, no, what was it called? The city limits where you marled all the yarns and stuff? I did an I-cord bind off
That
on
had
that.
I-cord.
That looked really nice.
Yes.
You don't, and for this, I totally did just do ribbing. So I made sure whatever I picked up was a multiple of 2 and I did a twisted rib.
I think that's what I'll do.
But only an inch. Like
That's
not
all
very
I'm gonna
much.
do.
That's
That's
all
what I
I
thought
did.
I would
I did not do something different.
Yeah.
But when you're picking up, did I pick up right in the V? Right? Like so that
Yeah.
yeah. I did not do any kind of a decrease or anything special. I'll double check before I leave though. Jodi, that's so beautiful.
And I tried it on. I meant to bring those knitting barber tool just to show. Have we showed those before?
No.
We must get those for our
Okay.
shop. They're those little tubes, you guys, those little plastic tubes that you squish on the end of your needles so it makes it so you can just try on a sweater.
It
Like
extends your circular needle.
Yeah.
So instead of putting the bottom of your sweater on hold, you just put this tube on both ends of your needle and then just spread out your stitches and they
stays.
hold on this cord and you pop on the sweater, pop it off, and then
pull it back out.
get knitting or bind off or
Yes.
whatever you want to do. It really is an amazing tool.
Yeah. So this is the Rocket T. It's the DK version. It's going to have sleeves and it's going to have a little bit of ribbing at the top.
Tell
and
me,
bottom.
how did you choose your color palette?
This is okay.
Did you know you were going for stripes for something?
Yes.
Okay.
When I ordered the Sonder yarn, I didn't know what it was going to be.
Right.
But I knew it was going to be stripes.
So you picked the blue. The bluey gray is just for sure you. And like the gold and the cream, I feel like. And then you just loved the hot pink is so hot.
The hot pink is so hot. You know what I loved the most is the hot pink and then this gold. I almost didn't put the hot pink in.
Oh.
I'm so glad I did, you guys.
I think it needs a hot. I think especially if your palette is like a neutral based, I think that pop of color,
Yeah.
it just takes it to the next level, right?
Like I almost thought maybe I won't put the gold.
That would be beautiful too.
It would be beautiful too, but when I got, you know why? Because on Sonder Yarn, they have such amazing photos that there was a combination of 3 or 4 of these, and I just wanted them all together.
Insane.
This is the other one
It's
that I didn't put in it.
so
I couldn't do
beautiful.
it.
I love that one.
This is going to be something on its own. Is that not beautiful?
Yes, I want a sweater in that color.
It's Tracie.
It's a good color,
That would
right?
be a good color for you.
I have her Sunday morning thing in the 4-ply in
Yeah.
this pale. It's even paler
Do
than
you?
that. It's like remember we called it dirty sheets, but I think
Yes.
it's fresh sheets.
No. Crusty sheets.
But I think the color work's going to be that butterscotchy color.
Oh.
But I would really love to do just a whole sweater in that
love
color.
it. So this will be something else. God, it was 10 skeins of yarn. Thank God.
Sonder yarn.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so beautiful.
I love it so much.
And this was the Luxe base, which is her cashmere,
yes.
merino cashmere nylon yarn
Yeah.
with the halo, which is the mohair.
And this is a DK pattern, but I did my swatch and I got 18 stitches. It's a 6mm needle holding the fingering and the mohair together.
You did it in the round.
Did it in the round. I washed it.
Jodi.
I
So
blocked
how
it.
did you know, like you were just playing around with your stripes to decide how many? Like how deep to make the stripes?
I knew I didn't want really thick stripes.
Mm.
That's 5, but the way you have to go back and forth, I wanted all my ends on one side. I ended up doing 6.
Okay.
Just because you had to go back and forth at the beginning.
At the beginning.
Yeah, so I did 6.
I'm because people are going to
thrilled.
ask. So it's 6 round stripes,
Yeah,
pattern as followed,
pattern
gauge
as follows.
swatch.
Exactly. I haven't changed.
Yes,
the
there's
pattern,
a million ends.
but I'm okay with that.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's just the trade-off.
And then here,
Oh, those eyelet increases are awesome.
yeah, yes, this it will tighten up a bit because I've got my ends. That's why you might see a tiny bit.
Right.
But these are my
They're just not
jogless
woven in.
stripes.
Jodi, it looks amazing.
So there's a few
We'd
ways
say
to
we-
do.
yeah, I
there's
was
a
gonna
few
say.
ways to do jogless stripes, and one of the ways is you always just knit the first round of your new color. You don't do anything special. Where you do something special is the first stitch of the second row.
That's one way to do it. Yeah.
A really easy way is to slip the first stitch and keep knitting. I didn't love that as much. I like to pick up the leg of the last row of the previous color.
Yeah.
Put it onto my needle, on my left needle, and knit those two together.
Right. And so that'll bring up the last row of your old color.
That's
and
what
and
I
to
like.
minimize the job.
How do you do it?
I'd like the other way.
You like just slipping
When
the
I did
stitch?
my ship shape sweater,
Okay.
so you knit the first round. So you're right, round 2 of your new color. I just slipped the first stitch and kept knitting. So I didn't have to do the knit 2 together. And it just basically elongates that first stitch
Yes.
and kind of pulls it up. And you know what? Needle size, yarn, all of those things can affect how those look.
Ooh.
So for the DK to worsted weight wool that I was using, that looks great. Like you can't even tell where my beginning of round is on that
Yes.
sweater. But maybe with this size of needle and the fabric, I would like this better. They're both super simple.
Oh my God, you hit the nail on the head. Because it's a more gauzy or like fabric.
Right.
I did that. I did it where I just slipped it in the beginning. I tried that. The stitch looked quite big.
Right.
So that's why I thought, let me just see by pulling up the stitch below. That seemed to erase it a little bit more.
There you go. See? And I mean, both super simple to do. And it becomes second nature. You think, oh, I'm never going to remember that. You do. Every time you start a new color, you do end up remembering. And then anytime I do stripes, I remember Vera Valimaki in our stripes class, she said, I don't do anything. I don't care about jog the stripes.
Right.
So I don't think we should get too twisted.
No.
Because that's just part of stripe knitting. If you're super concerned about it, there's lots of little things you can do, but also don't think that it's necessary.
No.
Right? So if Vera doesn't do anything.
I like to do something. If I can eliminate that little bit of jog, I'd like to.
If it's simple.
And then this right here, I'm doing it here on the blue. Once I look at that, once I weave in those ends.
See, like it literally is seamless.
It's going to be seamless.
You're never going to know.
No. The joy when I put this fabric on.
Jodi.
It's
yes,
and it's oversized. I went up a bit. I went up a size. It's a little looser. I probably could have gone in. I could have gone the size lower.
Are you cropping? Or you're knitting it to length? Tanis is, it's not cropped, I don't believe, in Tanis, right?
It's
a little bit?
It's looking a little cropped, but this is a little more dropped for me because the size is a bit bigger. So no, it's not going to be cropped on me. It's going to be a nice length.
I could easily knit another one of these. Like, easily.
You guys, this.
And I got the Sonder Sunday Morning DK. Like, I could literally just knit. I could just go straight to that. The V-neck's great.
You guys, that, and you would think, oh, Joe, I'm surprised I did all that purling. It was nothing.
See?
Yeah.
I totally agree. The fabric of fingering and mohair and all those stripes, these kinds of patterns, feel like they knit themselves because you're not bored.
Tanis's pattern, and you talked about it before, you guys, this whole pattern is 4 pages. And actually 3. It is such a clear, easy to follow pattern.
I agree.
This is an adventurous beginner pattern. It's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
I feel like if you followed what she said, I think you're right, adventurous. Yeah. You can do it even just because you've never done it before. Like this all the tricky bits are in the yoke, right? In the top part of it.
Yeah.
And then it's just straight knitting.
It's such clear instructions. It's a good one.
It's a really, really good
I would try it on, you guys, but I don't have the little cables. It's not long enough at the bottom.
We'll see it soon enough, it looks like.
Yeah.
And you know, are you going to do long sleeves?
Tracie got me the felted bag of this.
Forgot about that. So my next sweater is in this gorgeous Jezebel B. Jezebel B.
I got the fawned color kind of. No, like a brown.
I think that's the only color that they have in the wool.
Oh, it's so.
So she does these. She designed these bags, and she makes like a small, medium, a large, and she does them in all kinds of different fabrics. There's the super, indulgent gift ones. My husband gave me this one. I was just like, here you go. I bought this for you. I ordered it. I didn't open it, so I really never saw it. But I bought you the wool one. The wool one I think is so special and different, and it's exactly the same pattern.
100% agree.
It stands up by itself. But she's an amazing Canadian maker out in Quebec. And this bag, like literally, I could just take it. Like you could throw your wallet and keys and off you go. Anyway, I cast on. I wanted something fluffy and soft. It was -40 outside. And so I bought this yarn. Oh, I'm trying to think if I bought it 1 year or...
Your pictures weren't doing that color justice.
It doesn't. It's really hard to photograph.
Yeah, it was way lighter. It kind of
photographs like a beigey tan. It's not.
Yeah.
This is the Snefnug yarn by Camarose.
I need to order that too.
It's okay, the colors this comes in, you will have a hard time choosing. There are so many colors of this yarn. It's one of those yarns with a like a tube, and then the fiber is blown in. The tube is cotton. The main fiber in this is alpaca. The fabric this yarn makes And this color is called Putter.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
it's
so
a blown
cute.
I don't know what that means. Snefnag means snowflake. It's a Danish yarn, right?
Yes.
Cameros.
I say that with confidence and I have no idea.
She says like
Yes.
that all the time.
That sounds
Absolutely. But it's this
Oh.
dirty, beigey, earthy pink. And
oh, it's so beautiful.
I cast on the Turtle Dove 2, which is
the thicker one?
No, the original Turtle Dove was the bulky, right? With the wolf oak.
Tracie, that's
So this one's more like an
beautiful.
Aran to a gauzier Aran weight. So I think this is 16 stitch gauge, and I think the original one is 14 stitch gauge.
How fast can I cast one
Like
of these
you're
on?
just gonna want to like pet me.
Okay,
all the
you're
time.
gonna have to remind me later that I wanted to order this and Barrett wool.
Okay.
Okay.
Now the Turtle Dove is a 1x1 twisted rib normally. I just did that
Changed it up.
already.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I wanted this 2x2 chunkier rib.
I do love that.
And on my sleeve, I'm gonna do like this much 2x2 ribbing, like quite a lot.
Oh, I love that.
It's gonna be a little bit different for me. This one's gonna be my Turtle Dove is cropped and boxy, and I think part of that is because the yarn was expensive,
Yes.
right? Like I
I said
did
I
knit
would
it in the
never-
Woolfolk Loft.
Yeah.
I knit that sweater, I don't know how many years ago now. It was an investment for sure in the yarn. I've washed it a million times. It's held up beautifully. And yesterday, it looks brand new. The
Yeah.
sweater still looks brand new.
And we were skeptical, if we're honest, because
I was like,
because when you washed your swatch, you guys, it looked like a wet dog. It was awful when it's wet. We thought, oh shit, we've just thrown away all this money.
so, and let me tell you, I would do it again, but it was cropped because I wasn't buying more skeins of this expensive yarn to make it the length I wanted. So this one's going to be the length I want. This is going to be cozy, boxy, 2x2 rib. I don't even think I'm going to split the rib at the bottom. Like the pattern has it split. I think I'm just going to do like cozy.
Oh, I can't even tell you how amazing this is.
I'm considering making this a folded.
Oh.
I'll just tack it down with
yes.
some yarn. I thought of that one like later, thinking maybe I don't need a full turtleneck. We'll see.
Try it on and see how you feel.
Because I can just loosely tack it down. If I'd been thinking ahead, I would have knit it down.
Yeah.
But I just think for, just have a different silhouette in
Love
your
it.
wardrobe.
It'll be like the same beautiful shape, but your own little twists on it.
Oh, the yarn is ridiculous.
Tracie, you know what? It's so funny that your pictures looked very
Beige, hey?
very light pink.
Yeah, it's
very
it's-
light beige pink.
It's a, I don't know what you call it.
Amazing.
It's a dirty pink, right? Like a
Yes.
beigey clay. It's almost like a clay pink.
Yeah.
Like when you're.
It's picking up beautifully here.
Yeah, this is what it looks like. So really neutral, like. You know what I really want? I want some kind of like a. Cabled version of Turtle Dove. Melissa, hello.
Oh my god.
Just
You
a
know,
little
you
bit down
could
the
add-
front.
You could add. Oh wow.
Do you know why I'm saying that? Because I love this pattern so much. I just want a bunch of different versions of it in my closet.
I almost had this on today, but then this was right underneath it. That turtle dove shape, you guys, and we sound like broken records,
I know.
but it's once you wear it, it's a beautiful pattern, but once you wear the finished garment, it's incredible.
It's just that thing that is, if you knit it in a color that is something you wear all the time or goes with whatever you wear all the
Yeah.
time, you will find yourself reaching for it all the time. It's just an easy, effortless shape,
yeah,
right? Like it just looks so good on.
yeah.
And you can knit it with as much positive ease or less as you want. You can make it more fitted.
16 stitch. You had me at 16 stitches.
Right? So this is all I want to knit. So in the
Why
pattern,
did you knit anything else?
right? Well, now that I finished my husband's birthday socks, I am just knitting this.
Oh my god, you'll have it done in
Yeah.
a week.
So it's been really fun. I love it.
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna. What happened?
My stupid dog.
Ate your homework.
I had my pattern folded up and I was keeping track of my repeats. And there
That
was
is
a
so
Lindor
funny.
chocolate truffle on it. And I don't even know what happened.
Did
but
you think the whole thing was gonna taste like
well,
chocolate?
first of all, he shouldn't be eating chocolate. He's such a pig dog. So I'm worried he's sick, but he's not sick. But he ate. This is the second time he's eaten this pattern. He ate all but about 3 inches of my first copy of this. I printed again, started out again.
Oh my god, that's
This is the
really funny.
That's weird, right? I mean, my
Yes.
dog doesn't eat paper normally.
He likes this sweater.
And
Oh.
I've been needing ink in my printer forever. Like this, I printed on black and white. This is...
You did?
Yes!
Oh, that's so funny.
Anyway, Ozzy's in the doghouse. He's
You need
very
that new
bad.
printer with the ink.
I do.
It lasts Tracie like 2 years. 1 bottle of ink.
What?
Tracie. The Epsom
Okay, then I'm gonna go get it.
cartridgeless, and you don't need the higher model. You could get the one that's 3 something. You don't need the $500. It's incredible.
Okay, because I literally keep buying ink.
Nope.
Like I feel like
These
I'm
are
supporting.
bottles of ink.
Somebody just said your dog is hungry. My dog is a pig.
No.
He's for sure not hungry.
No.
But how about this? We figured out Ellie has had really bad breath. Really bad breath.
Rotten teeth.
Rotten. Jodi, I'm going to the vet this
You're
afternoon.
the worst pet owner.
Do you know what I think it might be from though? We play, it's like right up in here. We play tug of war with lots. I wonder if we like pulled and loosened.
She's gonna have no front teeth.
I think she's gonna be
Yeah.
toothless. We need to rename her. Her breath smells like ass. Like she's been eating dog poo outside. Which as a puppy, she did eat dog poo.
Which could be happening.
So I thought, oh, that's so gross. Your breath is disgusting, right? But finally I lifted up to look in there and I was just like, oh.
What did it look like?
Well, you can look at her later.
The teeth were rotten out?
Well, there's one missing already. Anyway, I've never had a dog. We've had dogs forever. She eats every meal. Her teeth, like I
So
was
you would
eating-
have never known.
I would never have known. I was touching even, and it doesn't hurt her. So I don't know what's going on, but apparently my vet, I'm going to have some canine dental surgery happening.
Tell her to pull them all. Not all, but pull. Don't hold back.
Just
It's
show me how
expensive.
to do it.
Okay.
It's going to be like 1,000.
Okay, can you show us the ring that you have on your finger?
Yeah. Don't you love it when your sister sends a link to your husband for Christmas?
It was amazing. Just in the past, I know that you're always like
I've
giving him ideas.
I do. So this is the Porterness Studio. I don't even know what it's called, but she's got a long rectangle one. These have knit stitches, so it's knitting.
Would you have gotten the longer one?
I don't think so. My hands aren't long.
That's
right?
kind of what I thought.
And even when I saw this, I was like, "Does this look all right?"
Oh, it's
I actually
so
love
good.
wearing it. I love it.
It is
So she's got
good.
necklaces and earrings and beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful stuff. I love. It's crazy, right?
Okay. And so, how do you pronounce this? Malolo?
Is it Malojo?
Maloho, maybe.
Jodi.
She makes these
crazy.
beautiful rings, Maloho. And we gifted one to Amber for Christmas this year.
We've always just loved this ring. We
Loved
thought it was
this
so
ring.
cool.
It comes in silver, which we got. And it also
and
comes
24
in
karat gold.
Rose gold with diamonds.
No.
Yes. It's amazing. But this, you guys, is a needle gauge.
More knitting jewelry. So yes, I got. Good morning, Danielle. So Jodi bought me a knitting ring, and she got my husband to buy me a knitting ring. So this needle, it fits perfect, Jodi.
So this was half a size this was Tracie's ring, but it was half a size different than how she likes to wear it. So I'm like, good, I'll keep this. And I just got this yesterday.
Oh, it fits so good. Thank you. So it is actually a tool. You can get the holes in different sizes, right? Like this is the smaller. So I can check, you can check the gauge of your ring.
Up to a size 5.
5
millimeter.
So you can get it in US sizes or in like metric measurement.
We got metric.
Jodi, thank you. Oh my God, I love it.
And I've worn it since I've got it. I love it.
Oh my God. So
Yeah, so now all 3 of us besties have our gauge ring. It actually turned out for the best. I'm so glad because I didn't get myself one.
Oh, now I just have a few more fingers to go. I'm just gonna. Thank
But when you get the knitter who's got these are such great.
They are.
Yeah.
It's so. I've always loved
Yeah.
seeing. Some people wear it on their thumb. You can get a. It looks really cool.
It's so pretty.
Oh my gosh! You're never without
Yeah.
a needle gauge now.
This is, I think it's malohos.com.
Is it Melojo? Correct us if we're wrong. The knit stitches are Porterness Studio.
Yeah.
And so these are two different amazing
Also,
makers.
you guys, you know Tracie's flat, like little plate? That's Porterness Studios too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, look how cool you get the stitch mark, the progress keeper.
Yeah, she sends one with everyone.
I love that.
Isn't that cute?
So pretty.
I got a clear one. Yeah, I thought it was
well.
really
This is
cute.
your color. You should keep this one.
No, I have one.
Okay, I love it. Thank you. Spoiled. Spoiled.
Yeah, Malohos. Sounds like an H.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, Malohos.
Okay, good.
Maybe it's silver in Spanish.
I don't know.
I'm guessing.
That's
Jewelry,
a big guess. We have
ring.
no clue.
Probably has nothing to do with it.
No clue. So that was all my knitting
Look at
up sweaters. Oh yes.
This was in my gift. How cute is that?
Those were really fun to make.
And look at the back. It's padded.
I saw that online. And then the woman's like, oh, and just run your glue gun around it. It looks horrible.
I don't think it looks horrible.
I think it could look better. Anyway, I don't know that I would do that again. But this thing where you just put a little bit of fiber fill in between two fabrics.
Yeah.
That was quick and easy.
that looked really good.
I thought it looked good too.
And it's a little Christmas fabric, you guys.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. And then the little leather. I just had a package of these leather
Oh
laces.
my God, I've got so much of that. I should
Right.
give you a bunch.
Like it just, I mean,
Yeah.
in one package I had maybe 6 colors.
it's perfect.
And then just glue gunned a little
I really,
bow.
this was my. I mean, it's hard to choose, but I really loved this little
I thought so too. Her
snow globe.
So this pattern came from, since we're here, Erica Arndt has a great YouTube channel, and she's so crafty. She's an awesome lady. She did these. It's called 12 Days of Stitchy Ornaments.
How many did you get through?
5, but I didn't try and do all 12.
Wow,
Like
that's a lot.
you for sure could do all 12. I
Yeah.
got much faster.
Yeah.
And some were just faster to make.
Yeah.
She's got, you can get a PDF download on her site, and I'll link it in our show notes in Ravelry. But she also has print versions, like the booklet. Let me tell
Oh.
you, this is a lot easier for me to work from.
This than the print.
I
than
think
printing
so.
it. Okay.
So I love.
It's nice and bright.
So you can
And did you
you
use your
can buy these.
Okay.
Actually, Erica sent these for us.
she did.
She did. She said she likes watching, and
Oh.
she would love to send them to us.
This inspires me to make them.
I wanted to purchase this, and there was some glitchy something with the shipping, and I asked her, "Is that correct?" or whatever. She goes, "Well, where do you live?" and blah blah blah. And anyway, she surprised us and
that's
sent
so
one for
sweet.
each of us. So that's for
Oh,
you.
thank you.
So you can buy these PDF downloads on her site. This is the 12 Days of Quilty Ornaments. I made 0 of those. But the stitchy ones were the ones that I started this year. So you can get yourself the little printed book. You can get the download
These are so
instantly, right?
cute.
But it was really fun. I
Oh,
really,
these are nice and bright.
yeah, it's beautiful. They're printed really
Yeah.
beautifully.
Glossy paper.
She's like a real go-getter lady. Like she really, first of all, she's got a great YouTube channel. She's always making, sewing, quilting, and tutorials and all that stuff. So you would love to follow, anybody would love
I
to
could
follow her.
watch any of these fiber arts on a video.
Me too.
Yeah.
And so since we're here to cross stitch, I'll show something really quickly. Our friends, Carrie and Jolynn, Leo and Roxy, they hand dye cross stitch
Wow.
floss. Only you can only get it at Evertote. They don't sell this in their store. You have to go to Evertote. So I thought, ooh, well, I'm a cross stitcher
I'll
now.
go to Evertote.
I need some hand dyed floss.
Oh, it's pretty colors.
So I just chose these colors. Or was
Oh,
this
it's
a
on
set?
pack.
This might have been a set.
Okay.
But so they hand dyed this for Evertote. And then
Ooh.
Evertote was so nice. They stuck in this beautiful surprise
beautiful.
skeins because they said this goes totally well with that if you want to do something. And they sent a pattern.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So, I mean, this is really gorgeous.
Do you have a little basket with all your stuff?
I do. Right there. See that rose gold basket on the table?
Okay.
Anyway, that was very sweet for them to
That's beautiful.
pop in a little freebie. I actually love owls. I would have chosen this. This is Modern Folk Embroidery. Dark Crosses by Modern Folk Embroidery. The Cranky Owl.
That's adorable.
Yeah, and so it tells you about the designer a little bit. And this looks like it's totally easy enough for someone like me. So,
beginner friendly.
right. So Evertote has the hand-dyed floss, and Carrie and Jolynn are just awesome yarn dyers themselves with the Leo and Roxy brand.
I love that.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people, well, that's not true. I don't hear of a lot of yarn dyers doing the floss.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I've never wondered about it.
Yeah.
I think it's like anything. Once you get into it, it's like,
Yeah.
then there's like botanically dyed linen and all these fancy threads and stuff like that.
Well, I was at Stash. I got one of these baby unicorn kit. It's sewing.
No way. You have to sew that?
Yeah.
It's not needle felting?
No.
Who's going to make that?
Maddie.
Oh, I was going to say.
Hand stitching kit. I asked Maddie to do these for me.
Okay.
I mean, she loves doing crafts.
That'll be,
I thought this was so cute.
it will be really cute. So you've got to stuff it and
1 to
stitch
3
it.
hour project.
No way.
12 and up.
12 hours for sure.
I think you'd be surprised.
Jodi.
I'm not kidding you. Is there 1 or 2 in here? Oh, makes 2 baby unicorns. Finished size, 45 inches.
4 by 5 inches.
4 by 5 inches.
Well, you know what? She's so crafty. It's really,
Yeah.
it's really cute. It would take me longer than 3 hours. I'm pretty sure.
You don't give yourself enough credit.
No.
It's stitching.
Okay, we're on a roll with all the alternative crafts right now. Look what I bought.
What is that?
Punch needle.
I don't even know who you are.
I don't even know either.
I wish you had Mom's pillow.
This is, oh, I've got a picture of it.
Okay.
This is a Canadian artist, Cussin and Kiss,
Oh, I love her.
found on Instagram.
Really?
This kit I bought just before Christmas, and it is literally everything you need. It's from the hoop, the monk's cloth, the little bundles to make, it's the wool, it's everything. It's the adjustable, look at this, adjustable punch needle.
We can't stress enough how fun punch needle is.
So, but this one, Jodi, is adjustable. Like, you can adjust the length. Like,
Oh,
this moves up and
yeah.
down. I don't really know how to use it yet. Punch needle is really fun. And on small things like this, so fast.
I was worried I would punch my leg. Where did you do it?
Well,
I mean, I did it.
no, I
and-
did it.
Did you punch your leg?
Well, no, but I was always
Yes.
conscious of, you could not just punch your leg. You could really hurt yourself.
Right.
But like, she gives you everything. Like, this is the felt for the back of the ornament. This is the little,
Okay, this is a good kit.
this is comprehensive. Huge instruction booklet. I do think she does classes in person and maybe online.
Is she Canadian?
Yes. Well, yeah, for this came out of BC, but the pattern and everything is in here. I'm so excited.
Okay, one day when we have a retreat,
Yes.
Tracie suggested, like, this is something we would love. These are the kinds of things we would love to hold, like a little weaving thing,
Yeah.
or a punch
Yeah.
needle, right? This is the
Because
kind of classes.
Because punch needle like this, especially something small where you could make a tiny ornament or whatever.
You'd go home with a finished project.
It's mysterious because you don't know how to do it. But as soon as you're shown how to do it, you're like, well, that was easy. And I
Yeah.
want to do 100 of them.
Yes.
And you can use so many different yarns out of your stash
Yes.
to make that happen.
Yes.
But yes, I made Mom a punch needle pillow.
You need to bring it up. It's so good.
A 20 by 20 pillow is enough to give you carpal issues.
No. How long did it take?
I did it in one day. Like 10 hours of punch needle.
You hold it like this?
I would say that is not a good idea. Give yourself
Okay.
some time
Okay.
to do it.
Really?
Like, literally,
Oh,
I got
it's
up in
so
the morning
beautiful.
and started it, and it was not done till, like, for sure after dinner. It was really fun.
It turned out beautiful. Punch, we had such a good class learning to punch needle, and it's one of those crafts that you easily pick it up. Like, everybody can punch needle.
I felt like I had the skills.
Yes.
Right after doing, so this was our project.
Yeah.
I love, as soon as, this is Arona, who you know as Buku.
Yeah.
On Instagram and stuff. She's an amazing maker, but she published this punch needle book. The pillow is actually a project in this book. So there's patterns in here, but there's also the method.
Right there.
Yeah, so
It's so good.
like I literally just took her project, not the, so basically just sort of freestyled, you know, I looked
Yeah.
at that, and it was supposed to be all of these little squares, but I ended up making the one in the middle. I thought it would just be really cool to have a big thing going all the way across. So I changed that.
You took creative liberty.
Oh man, it's a work of art. What can I say?
So good.
It was bulky weight wool, lots of actually Brooklyn tweed quarry.
Yeah.
You don't need this many colors. You can use stash yarn.
Yeah, punch needle. This was the class we took.
Yeah. So if I had easy access to something like Let Lopi, you know, a nice affordable yarn that comes in, that's probably.
What about eco wool? Is that thick enough?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the thickness of the yarn has to match your needle size.
Okay.
So there's needles with different opening circumferences.
So it really doesn't matter your yarn size unless you
You
just
have to match your yarn to your needle size.
And you can use different size yarn in one project.
Yeah. My challenge was getting a frame. I thought that you could use one of those tight frames to
Did
do
that
it.
work?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yes, I made it happen, but it was lots of tightening. I don't think it was the right thing.
What do you normally use?
Well, that's the thing with something this big. I think you literally have to build your own frame. Like you have to stretch canvas over a little wooden.
Okay.
Where you so I didn't prepare well enough for that. But for these smaller things, there's certain hoops that you can, like they're called a gripper hoop, and that's what's in here, and that's what we got in our kit in our class. So it looks like an embroidery hoop.
Oh.
But it's got a bit of a, it's more sturdy than the bamboo,
Okay.
right? Because it's got to be tight like a drum.
Tight.
And if it's not, and that's I think the biggest tip. If it's
Okay.
not tight like a drum, then your loops aren't nice and even, and it's just not. I think that's the base. That's like
Okay.
the base of all your punch needle.
Okay.
So Mom's pillow, I love the way it ended up turning out. I just used canvas for the back.
Love it.
It's like a flap
Yes.
pillow, right? I halfway through it, I wish I had started a way smaller pillow. Right?
Or a little like, you could do something small and put it in a picture frame without the glass.
Yeah, you can
Like a little
you can make
piece
a
of-
hanging.
Interesting.
You can make like
I just about quit.
I enjoyed doing it. But
It was-
the next day I was using like Voltaren.
No.
Yes, Jodi, it was really and that's
She
my
better
own
like her damn pillow.
that's my own fault. But look, you can make like little you can make
Yes.
fabric and sew it into things.
Yeah.
This book is incredible.
Yeah.
I want to make this pillow. Like a
Oh.
florally kind of.
I love it so much.
Anyway, it was really
Start now.
So I kind of got all punch needle, a little bit punch, and it was really fun to do something different. As much
Yeah.
as I love to knit, it's fun to use yarn in other ways, and that's weaving, punch needle. There's all kinds of fun ways you can do it.
That's the thing, you guys. We all love fiber arts, our
Yeah.
knitting fiber arts. Let me tell you, I can say with confidence, if we all tried this, or it's fun to, leave the knitting needles for a minute
Yeah,
and go to something else.
and I mean Arona and I think her name is Sam Kusinik. I think they both teach classes, and I don't know if that's in online profile somehow, online
Yeah.
platforms. But I would if you haven't, I think you would love it. If you're looking for something, I think the learning curve is pretty good on that punch needle, right?
Yes.
Like you're not.
There was everybody, our class was full, and everybody, it might not have been complete, but everybody was well on
Like
their
the
way.
actual technique, like to prepare your monk's cloth and to transfer your pattern, and then the technique itself is like, it's not so hard.
No.
It's funny. I was actually thinking of you.
Like, look how nice this is. That's the back.
I've seen Arona do giant punch needles. There's like a gun you can buy. So by the time I was done this, I said to Jeff, I would love to make a ton of these pillows, but I want the gun.
It's like a rub gun.
Like you need, if you're doing a large scale something, you need to either break up your times you're working on it.
So good. Who is that girl? Remember, that did those beautiful punch needle art? She was an OG podcaster. We used to watch her.
Punch needle?
Punch needle, or like, yeah, some sort of. Remember, she had that.
No, I feel like I haven't seen punch needle before.
Who was that girl we used to watch? She had brown hair. She had glasses. She had a YouTube channel. She was really soft spoken.
That girl from like
the
Sweden?
East. No, she was from like the East.
I don't know that did I
And her
watch this
husband did the video. Yes.
I feel like I've not seen. Somebody said Andy.
Yes.
Oh yes. What was her name again?
How did somebody get that from my description? I'm picturing.
She was the first person I ever saw with a hand painted sock blank with a picture.
Yes.
Now I know who you're talking about.
Amazing.
Now I know who you're talking about.
But she did those.
Yeah, Jodi,
She
you're
did
right.
punch needle.
Yeah, she did lots of fiber art.
She was a beautiful maker.
That's really funny. I don't remember.
Yeah.
She was in Maryland.
Yes. Andre Sue Knits. Of course it is. I can't believe.
There you go.
She was.
Jodi, you're right. I forgot. Anyway, yes. It's very simple. But I think taking a class helps you avoid, I don't know. I mean, it's just fun. I always enjoy taking classes. Maybe you don't want to take a class, but
I love taking a class.
But it was really fun. It was really, really fun to take a class.
This was also in my gift.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this, you guys. These are the kind of things that I would love to allow myself more time to do.
I thought that was inspirational.
This was Nova Mercury. Tracie purchased this, but look.
She's a Canadian maker from out east. And you must follow her on Instagram.
This is incredible. Nova Mercury.
Oh, this,
Okay.
You're going to think this is chintzy. Wait till you see the ones she does. She does giant wall hangings.
Maybe I follow her. I follow her a few.
And this is from her Etsy shop. I just
follow
happened to
her.
see that she had an update or something.
You guys. She inspires me.
She does, like, you can commission her. I would love something like that. Like,
in new, just to hang on.
just whatever. But I mean, honestly, the weaving class we took,
God.
you know, you could just make a big scale of it. But she's really inspirational to follow. She'll show you a lot of her behind
She's
the
a doll.
scene. Yeah.
Look at her.
I mean, she probably whipped this up in her sleep, but I think it's so cute.
See, these are the kind of things that I
and
love.
beautiful wool roving. Like, beautiful. Isn't that fun? I just thought it would be cute in your studio or wherever you want to hang it.
Look at you guys. She loves.
Yes.
This is a year in review. Look at. What a beautiful maker. Oh my gosh.
You know, the big floor loom like that.
I love this.
I'm glad. I think it's really cute too. I think, you know, when you do this kind of stuff like we do, we just appreciate handmade.
Yeah.
Like pottery and
Love.
blown glass
Yeah.
and jewelry and whatever it is that's handmade.
Gosh, this is.
I just think the color is really pretty. And it's beautiful wool. Like, it feels awesome.
Yeah. So cute.
Yeah. Yay!
Yeah. Love, love, love.
Should we do sock talk?
Yes.
Sock talk. You go first.
My hair's long.
Oh, my hair's like, oh, I can't even. My poor family. I walk around, my hair's.
Just apologize to your husband when you get up.
Right. That's what
I'm
hats
so
are
sorry.
for.
Yeah. Okay, so do you guys remember
This is so beautiful.
Um,
Jodi.
the kit that Tracie made? It's the Creative Knitter, the
Yeah.
mini skein set Tracie did her cozy socks with.
It was,
It came with a 50 gram of deep gray,
yeah.
and then it had stripes. This is the one I did first. I cranked these first.
So Jodi made a DK tube on her sock machine.
Yeah, and then I did the folded hem here, and then I used the
They're
teal.
amazing, Jodi.
Are they not amazing?
Yes. So Steph is a Ontario yarn dyer who happens to have her own yarn store now.
Yeah.
But her color sense, like she kind of burst onto the scene in like rainbows.
Yes.
Her thing was giant mini skein rainbows.
Yeah.
Her color is beautiful. You did such a great job with this.
Right? And
Yes.
I followed kind of your inspiration because I remember you saying, I didn't look at yours, but you kind of
Color
color
group.
block.
Yeah.
Yes. Color group.
Yeah.
This was just...
It just looks a little bit different, but
Yeah.
as far as you can mix
Yeah.
them up, you can do whatever you want. But I did like them like that. Joe, these are stunning.
Aren't they amazing?
Yes.
And then I had leftovers. So all I did was crank
This.
solids. I just cranked, used the rest of this color, went on to this, went on to this. This is where it was.
So what's
Cut.
that? That's just, is that teal? That teal is part of it, right?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the teal that I left. I didn't crank any of
So
the
you
teal.
made this giant tube and then cut it in half.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do with this?
Nothing. I just bound it off.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a rolled,
Okay.
just a little rolled.
Because I was going to ask you to show, like, do you pick it up? Do you fold it like this sometimes? Or,
Yes, that's how I do this.
but on the machine or on your needles?
No, on the needles.
You need to show me.
It's
how you-
quicker. Okay, so
Oh, it's like 3 minutes on the machine.
yeah. For me, then I don't have to worry about the taking out the waste yarn and stuff after.
Right.
It's just whatever you get used
Right.
to. So what I do is I'll have needles here.
Yeah.
Like I'll have needles here, and then I fold this down, and then where my needles are coming out here, I count up here, and then I use
Just pick up.
like a 2.5 millimeter magic loop needle. Just pick it up all the way
Okay.
around, and then I go like this. So
And
then
knit two together all the way around.
I Kitchener stitch.
Oh, you Kitchener stitch.
Yeah. I tried knit two together, and that worked fine. It just gave a bit more of a little bump on the inside.
Right.
But I Kitchener stitch it. Like this
Yeah,
is,
it would give a bump. You get a
this-
pearl bump
this is
instead
Kitchener
of.
stitch.
So Kitchener stitch is actually adding another row of knitting.
yes.
You're grafting, like you're
Yeah.
weaving in another row of knitting. The knit two together would give you a pearl bump.
So this is what
Yeah.
it looks like, and I have one needle there and then one needle there,
Cute.
and then I just Kitchener. But this I just felt like
So on the machine, I do the same thing.
yeah.
Awesome on the machine.
I should probably just do it on the machine.
And it's less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
like you say, you end up getting the exact same result.
Right.
And then the more you do it, the faster you get at hanging it on the machine. It's
Oh my
It's great.
God, I'm obsessed.
Jodi, those are so beautiful. Like rainbows. I love the unevenness of the stripes and how no color goes together.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
you can do so many good things. So I don't know if Steph still has this rainbow set, but if she ever does again, I think people should get it because it's really beautiful.
I'd like another set, if I'm honest.
I honestly
used
think
it
I would love
all.
a sweater.
Yes. That could be your Christmas sweater.
It really could be.
Yeah.
Get some DK.
This folded cuff fits amazing.
I'm really loving that.
I love the
And
folded
holy
cuff.
man, that's a lot less than knitting a ribbed.
Love it.
Okay, so all right, I have 2 pairs of socks today. These ones have been on the needles forever. They're finally off.
Those are so good.
These are both for my husband. He loves wool socks. These ones are hand knitted. It's a ribbed pattern.
That's a nice yarn.
It's Patton's Croy. These are both knit in Patton's Croy.
Does
This-
he wear these to work?
He hasn't worn them at all yet. I haven't given them.
Will he wear them to work? Or it's more of like a home sock?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But any we'll see. I don't
Mhm.
know. Maybe if
Yeah.
they were black, if I did black pair, that he would wear them.
Yeah.
I think he probably would. But these are just very simple. Patton's Croy sport weight, so I knit these on a 2.75 millimeter needle.
Mhm.
They're only 64 stitches.
Okay.
So
But bigger needle.
because the gauge is bigger, it fits my husband.
Okay.
So then I decided to crank Patton's Croy on my sock machine. So it's a 64 stitch machine. Patton's Croy is a thicker yarn, which means I had to make my stitch bigger on the machine.
Yes.
So with every stitch being bigger and the yarn fatter, it means the tube was bigger. So even though 64 stitches on fingering weight on a smaller stitch fits me, you can make this fit. It's like this is the same width.
Oh my god, I love that.
So if you look,
and that's ribbing. The one is ribbing, so it's a little more...
right. So I've only
Really?
ever hand knit socks for my husband. This is a cranked tube.
Did you try it on?
How cute is this? I just finished these yesterday.
The stripes are amazing.
And then this marled is Patton's Croy as well.
What yarn is that?
They're both Patton's Croy.
Oh, it's Patton's
It's
Croy.
all Patton's Croy. And I get it because it's a heavier sock and it's a sturdy sock. And I'm really hoping these Afterthought heel ones fit him better. Because
Please tell me they fit better.
Because these were so fast to make, and
then you
you
can
can just
several pairs.
You can just replace an Afterthought heel.
Is that where he blows out?
Yeah, like I have to repair a pair that's got a heel
Yeah.
issue. So I hope these fit him as well as the ribbed ones do, because he'll get a lot more socks.
I don't tell him that.
I'm sure these fit the best because they do have some ribbing.
Oh, these are so nice.
But those turned out pretty nice, hey? I just finished them yesterday.
Well, there's given them. So, oh, Tracie, these are amazing.
I think
love
they
them.
should work. But the stripes are pretty fun. I don't know.
Yes.
And so I cranked two balls. So this is what's left from one 50-gram ball. So the sock, it would have been this much yarn. One 50-gram. So if you want to make shorties, a 50
so you
gram,
needed two 50-gram
you
balls.
need two 50-gram balls
Okay.
to make a pair of socks.
Right.
A long pair of socks.
Okay.
So I actually love this yarn. It's available at Michael's here in Canada. It is cheap and cheerful. It's 75% wool, not merino, 25% nylon. So it's pretty rusticy, woolly.
It's a
but-
really good sock yarn.
Oh yeah.
Really good sock yarn.
They come in stripy colors, sort of these kind of fadey hand spun looking
Yeah.
colors. And just be careful, because if you end up loving it, you end up buying 2 balls of I've got so much of this.
Do you?
Yes, it's really nice yarn.
They have amazing colors, though. I can
They
see what.
do.
Yeah.
And really fun stripy pattern ones. This one I thought was really nice.
That's fun.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Look what socks were for me.
Did they fit you?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I haven't worn them yet because I wanted to bring them back and show them. Tell us about the yarn again.
This is Yarn Hero, which is an 80-20, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. It's sort of like a fading sock yarn.
Oh, it's so good.
That's called Color Mix Sock. So it gives you stripes in a small circumference. She's got also Color Mix Fingering, which would be great for like towels and hats and sweaters. And this is a repeating stripe sequence.
It's like marled.
So it looks nice with socks, because you can get ones that match. But it's beautiful. Her yarn is amazing.
Oh,
It's soft.
God,
it's beautiful. And then the turquoise is to the max.
bright aqua or something along that line.
It's really pretty turquoise. I love that blue.
I love. Now I can wear them.
So those, I also cranked that tube on the sock machine and then added, that was before I started doing folded hems.
I feel lucky.
Let me tell you, folded hems are what's new.
Totally. Right. But not only because they're quicker, because they feel good
Well,
wearing them.
even a short sock, I just think it makes more sense. Like it really feels good on.
Doesn't it?
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
Yes. Yeah.
So I also cranked. You changed. You went with a sport on your machine. I went with a worsted.
Oh, okay. Shit. What?
This is worsted.
So you made your stitch bigger.
Yeah. This is worsted. This is beach
Jodi.
glass. This is beach glass from Hugh Loco. Do you guys remember that?
I bet she has no idea it stripes like this on a
Right.
small circumference.
Is that not incredible?
It looks like self-striping yarn.
Right.
Jodi, these are beautiful.
Aren't they?
Yes. And did you have any issues with it on your machine?
Nope.
Obviously not.
No.
Beautiful. Boy,
Oh.
that color's gorgeous.
Yep. It's got a little bit of purple and like a little bit of like acidy, ochre green. It's really pretty.
I can't believe you cranked
Yeah,
this
worsted.
yarn.
God, I love my machine.
Oh.
Have you named yours? I got to give it a name. It deserves a name.
It totally does deserve a name. It's a hard-working lady.
Yeah.
We'll have to think of something
might be
good.
Walter.
Walter?
I don't know. He's pretty amazing.
Maybe we'll give it a hot guy name.
Walter's not a hot guy name? No, I'm just kidding. Walt.
Like Walter.
Right. Clint.
Is that it for my knitting?
That's it.
I mean, I knit a ton. I just gave it all away.
Yes.
Right? Like all of those things. So
yeah. That's
now
all
it's time
the knitting
to,
I'm
I
going to
do
show.
love that. It's that time to start like casting on all the shit. Like I bought a couple of things, so I'm going to cast on some new things. But
What is that?
what? This box?
Yeah.
A page.
Did you buy
for the
it?
New things. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, remember when we went to the Edmonton
Yes.
Fiber Frolic? And I bought some yarn from, I think her name is Kaylee.
Yes.
These Luddite or Ludite
I remember
yarns.
her.
Okay. So she is a botanical dyer that's local to us, and she sources fleeces and wools from local farms, like Canadian farms.
Yeah, we loved what she did.
She's also a designer.
We didn't know that, did we?
No, she did not have these kits at her.
You would have bought that.
Yes, I would have bought this.
This is
So
beautiful.
these mittens, it's a Selbu style mitten. It is color work. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, this one is a dark version.
That's beautiful.
So
It's
I've
called
got
the Fleek
Fleck Fjord mittens, I guess.
That's beautiful.
But I got a
that's
kit.
Beautiful.
So this is her hill and down fingering, and it says it's 90% Dorset and Suffolk wool from Bluffton, Alberta, and 10% Black Welsh Mountain from Innisfail, Alberta. And she tells you when the fleece was clipped, and then she's botanically dyed all these colors.
So this was a kit?
This was a kit. Bought it online.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So
Those are beautiful.
If you're into like, non-superwash, botanically
Love
dyed, I just
that.
think, all of these things are so great. But I'll check out the pattern. This pattern was just from last year, actually. I wonder if it's on Ravelry. I love that I got the printed pattern with the kit.
I love a printed pattern. I always print my patterns out.
Oh my gosh, I love these. What I really wanted to get from her booth when we went was mini skeins. But she
she did.
She said she didn't have minis because she had done her advent calendar,
Yes.
which, who am I kidding? I probably need to
you
get
should
that
have
mess.
done
I should have got that last year. Maybe next year.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not like mini skeins, like sometimes I just don't know what to do with them.
I
But
don't either, but I just like
this
them.
kit with the pattern, I know
Yes.
what to do with this.
Yeah.
So I just
That's
bought
a
that.
really nice kit.
And she's telling you it was dyed with madder, onion, and rhubarb. So that's how she made those colors.
That's fun.
I know nothing about that stuff. But I love the colors she got.
Okay, I got you something in Calgary.
Jodi.
Only
I
because it was sparkle.
Oh my god, I love it.
Have you tried that yarn, West Yorkshire Spinners?
No. No, yes, actually, I have tried. It was my waist yarn. You know that peach color that you loved? It's that. So this is a really great commercially made sock yarn, and it's 75% wool, 23% nylon, but half of that 75% wool is blue face Leicester, which is like tougher and great for socks.
That's Fairy Lights.
It's
The
so beautiful.
sparkle
Jodi, I
was
love
so
it.
pretty.
I love it. I
Yeah.
would have picked this myself. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
They do seasonal colors. It feels really soft. Like, doesn't this feel soft
Yeah.
for like a commercial?
Yeah. I thought it was really
And I
nice.
have to be honest, my socks that I knit in this kind of yarn are the ones that last the longest.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
You can
can't
crank
wait.
it too, 'cause
I'm
that
totally
fingering
gonna
weight?
crank. Yes, totally gonna crank it. Jodi, I could make socks for both of us out of this. It's beautiful.
I thought it was pretty.
love it. Thank you. I love sparkle.
Okay, show me what you got.
I lied. I have one more knitting project. Super quick.
Ew.
Super quick. I'm doing a test knit.
Will you be finished on time?
Yes, I'm going to be a very good test knitter. It is the cutest little fingerless mitt pattern from a local knitter. She's in Calgary. Her name is Susan. These are the Towie Mitts. They're a straight up ribbed It's a fingerless mitt that you hold with sport
God,
weight
I
yarn.
love that color.
Sport weight yarn and mohair. So this is La Bien-Aimée Yellow Brick Road mohair. And then just a little 50-gram ball of round, like Norwegian this is what I use for mittens and stuff. This is the Rauma Phenol yarn. So
that's pretty.
It's a really good choice
love
for
that.
mittens. But then I'm going to do a little color blocking at the top.
Yes, you are. I love that.
So the yarn that Susan used in hers is actually Erin from Lily and Pine.
Oh.
She used her lipstick color, the super, super hot pink, and then a strand of Surrey alpaca.
In the same color?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's, I mean, if you're going to knit it, I would say go for that. Go for the sport and the Surrey alpaca. It's going to be, but it's a really great, quick pattern and fuzzy, cozy. Like, I just love it. It's coming out in a couple of weeks for her birthday. It looks like this skinny little crazy tube, but it totally fits.
Well, the ribbing is so nice.
Yeah. So you can decide like how loose you want them. There's 3 different sizes.
Can you show what it's going to look like?
Yeah, like on her, it's really cute. Oops, what did I do?
Did you say, did she put a call out?
She did. And I was literally sitting there going, what am I going to knit? What am I going to knit? I want to cast on a bunch of stuff. So they're just these simple, but
Those are really cute. Yeah. I have that lipstick color. It's amazing.
Do you?
Yes. Do you want some?
Well, it's a little late now.
Well, you could put
maybe one day.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But one skein. So those, I actually have a skein of Erin's sport weight, but it's such a wild speckle. I really have visions of it being for color work. So I decided not to use it because I didn't have matching Surrey or anything like that. So I went yellow. And
what color are you going to put with the, are you going to put this yellow with this?
No, I have matching mohair. Right? So it'll be a little bit of a color block thing happening at the top. They're very simple. I think they would be just one of a great gift knit. They're super speedy to work up.
Love that.
Right? The pattern's excellent. I
Hi,
have
Macks.
no issues.
Macks is here.
Macks!
Happy New Year. God, in Montreal, they're not allowed to do anything.
That's because their premier is probably not an idiot.
A little more responsible.
Oh my God. But what do you think about that? Nice, right? Yeah.
Those two together, you must.
And I just think I'll just wear the heck out of them. Like, they're going to be very, like, super cute. And you don't need a lot of yarn. And they're fuzzy and warm.
Quick.
Super quick. Yeah. Like, it's just, like, a really nice knit.
I love
so,
that.
Susan.
So you just have to get through one, really.
Right. Yeah. But I will have a pair next time we do this. But Susan's really funny. She's a librarian. And she's into like romance novels and she'll talk books with you.
That's so funny.
She's in Calgary. Big knitter.
I love that.
She's very fun to follow. She's Knit Lib on Instagram. And I enjoy following her.
Okay, speaking of books, I just finished The Wish by Nicholas Sparks.
Is it good? Is it good?
It's so good.
Really?
It's a romance, but there's a... Oh, I cried.
No.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Okay, so I love these sort of easy to read.
That's what it was. But
you got me reading Colleen
Hoover.
Verity. Did you read Verity?
Yes.
What?
Wasn't that good?
Yes.
Okay, Colleen Hoover, you guys, she's kind of like an it author. All the like young millennials are reading her from TikTok and stuff.
Really?
Yes. But like November 9 and Verity.
That was really good.
All the newer Colleen Hoovers are amazing.
She's got a new book coming out right away.
Yes.
I feel like when you read them one after the other, you don't appreciate them as much because they seem a little bit like her style is her style. So I needed a bit of a break, but I think I read 3 or 4 all at once.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah, enjoyed it. November 9th was great.
Great.
It ends with us. Very good.
Yes. The Hate You Give. No. The Hating Game. No.
No, I haven't read that.
Ugly Love.
I haven't read that.
Ugly Love. It was really good.
Okay, I'll get it.
Yeah,
I'll read that one. I'm ready for another one. Verity was crazy.
It was a bit of a departure from the other one I read from her. It's really good.
It was a little bit hard to read in places and like stuff you couldn't believe they were saying. And I would say probably don't start with that one, but definitely read that one.
Yes. Start with November 9.
November 9 was like
so good.
Yeah, it should be a movie for sure.
It is.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
it should be.
And this, The Wish, this newer Nicholas Sparks. I just started The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue.
Oh, you're going to love it. Oh my God.
Yeah, Addie LaRue.
Oh, and that's a long book. It was a big book from what I remember.
Yeah. Also, this is another one. One of Us is Lying.
Okay, you need to
It
send
was-
me these
it was the-
texts.
I'm gonna
Listening library.
text it to you right now.
Okay.
This one is also probably geared to millennials, but everybody is picking it up and loving it.
That whole young adult genre is kind of, there's a lot of things that are kind of not like sort of in between, right? Like
Yes.
it sort of appeals to the masses. It's not necessarily just
Yeah. But yeah, this One of Us is Lying. It's also going to be a movie. But the girl that works in the back section there said it was her favorite book she read last year.
which one?
One of Us is Lying. And there's a second one. There's a sequel.
I
Don't you
love
love
things.
those?
Yes, because then you know it's so good. Okay,
Yeah.
I just ordered and it's not here yet.
I know.
Knitting for Radical Self-Care by Brandy Cheyenne Harper.
Yeah,
I feel like everybody should go check that book
I
out.
agree.
So I can't wait for it to come.
I wonder
She's
if
got
we
her
could
own
get it in our
website.
shop.
Oh wow, that'd be amazing.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
I should go look. Oh wow.
Reach
I'll
out.
look. I bet you they have it.
It's-
I bet you.
But it's not a line of public. It's a Harper publication. Do you
I know,
think-
but the wholesale's got all kinds of stuff.
Oh,
I need to order in that DK sock book again.
yes, we're out.
I wanted one of those.
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So,
All right.
so I've been loving listening to the books lately.
Jodi, me too.
Yeah. Okay, you guys. Yarn. Okay, do you want to see what I got at Stash?
Yes. I'm gonna sit here and drink my coffee.
You've had these before, and I actually bought 10 of them, but I only brought 5 to show. Look at these little.
Yep.
Remember Tracy's shown these before?
Yeah.
I just thought whenever you need a pop of mohair color, these are 25 grams. They come in
Super affordable. So they're like 200
$8.
meters, 200 meters or something.
Yeah, but look.
They're literally the perfect size for if you're knitting a hat or you're knitting
Yeah.
mitts or you want to play with color so you don't have a lot of waste. So they're not mohair silk. They're mohair like nylon, mohair polyamide. So that's why
Okay, I
they're, so
love
the
that.
core, instead of the core being silk, it's,
You know so much.
is that right? I'm pretty
Yes,
sure that's right.
You're right.
So then that just brings down the price, right? You don't have to, that sort of luxury fiber.
I don't think you would ever, looking and feeling this, would ever know there's any difference.
67% mohair, 30% polyamide, which is like a nylon,
Yeah.
I think, and then 3% wool. So it's, let me tell you, mohair is cost prohibitive, especially hand dyed,
Yeah.
right? And you don't, lots of times you don't need the whole skein. So these are a really great option, I think.
I love them. Yeah, I bought
I
10.
love your colors.
I bought 10. Okay, and this is the
Do you know what you're going to do with them?
No. No intention. My intention was just to get every color that spoke to me.
Stash is a big Brooklyn tweed
I could.
store.
This is the reason I wanted to stop.
Oh, so good.
I took my Camilla Vlad sweater to Banff. Brooklyn tweed shelter. Every time I've talked about it so much. The fabric it makes and the garment when I wear it is amazing. Georgia, we're podcasting.
Oh, Georgia.
Rude.
She totally dissed you. She's
Um,
over it.
But look at these colors. I didn't know. Like, look at this almanac color.
know, it's so
and then look
good.
at this color, this tartan.
Yes. This is beautiful.
I
And I
thought-
love tweed. But the tweed in Brooklyn tweed is so subtle. It's so beautifully done. I love the green's gorgeous.
I ordered the dark, because I have a couple of sweaters in that cast iron that's black.
Yeah.
So I ordered the darkest charcoal.
What's that?
I forget the name of it. From Black Sheep Yarns in BC.
Oh.
So that's coming. They didn't have the sweater.
this looks similar to your color palette for your marshland.
It's not completely different, if I'm honest.
But I love it. When you got a winner, you go with it.
Right. I think this might be, like, it might be the blues. with the charcoal bottom.
That'll
It's
be
going to be a
beautiful.
Camilla Vlad sweater.
Good.
Because I love wearing those colorwork Icelandic
I'm
looking
so
sweaters.
torn between knitting a colorwork sweater next. Like already with this turtle dove too, I'm like, okay, what's my next sweater? I'm torn between a colorwork sweater or like all your mohair that you've been using. I think it'll be colorwork though. I've been looking. And I really want to knit that Tweety, that Hedgehog Fibers Tweety in a raglan with a cable on the front. Not heavy, like a simple, not over textured. I want something like sweatshirty with a bit of detail.
Yeah.
I've been looking forever. If anybody has a like a nice basic sweater that's got a bit of cable that they like.
Do you think you could just add your own?
That's so much work. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you swatch and then you have to do all the math. Like I'd rather pay for somebody to have done the work. Like that's why. Yeah. So I've looked.
The
Some of them are
lemongrass Hohi sweater.
Yeah, that's
but
beautiful.
That's really the way.
It's not DK though.
The gauge is very heavy. It's beautiful.
I was looking at this one that Thea Coleman knit. So she's a great cable designer, but she also did this one last year that's called Western Rose. And it's bottom up and the color work is spin cycle. I actually have that yarn.
That's really beautiful.
Isn't that pretty?
Yes. Oh, somebody said Isabel Kramer has a sweater exactly like that.
Okay, I will check her out. I was looking at Isabel Kramer had one that was a cardigan. Jodi, your colors that you pick are always perfect. Do you know what else I really love in Brooklyn Tweed? They have the most beautiful red.
And a pink.
And that postcard that's kind of like the mauviest, palest pale. I love that. And they've got a red that's kind of like orangey red. Like a really pop that would look really good with gray and whatever.
So
they make it hard to pick. This is raglan. What do you think about that?
It's incredible. That's incredible.
It's mosaic colorwork. It's not even stranded colorwork. So
beautiful.
How easy peasy.
Yeah, beautiful. Easy peasy. Oh, easy peasy breezy.
I think it's very pretty. Anyway.
It's beautiful.
I'm craving. I do love. I'm just wondering if I need all the color work on my like
torso,
stomach.
Oh, it's beautiful, but you would knit it to your perfect, ease.
Mm-hmm. It's still pretty busy in the area. I don't really want everybody
right. I mean, if it was me, I would steer away from that. But I look at that and I think, oh, that's just. So
I think too, if you don't do super high contrast, like you can do a more tonal look. That's.
Oh, I think it would be beautiful on you.
This is your best friend Thea from the booth.
She's the booth babe. That's so funny. I love that.
She was very helpful to help you find yarn.
She was good.
She was great.
Oh my god.
Okay, something else. You know how big on books we are. Something else that came out that I think is amazing. Tony Lipsy did the Tunisian crochet handbook.
It's a beautiful technique.
Look at the patterns.
Oh, they're beautiful.
I didn't even know Tunisian crochet is very cool, and some of it can fool you into thinking that you're that it's knitted.
It's a real combination of both.
And Tunisian crochet is a special. It's a hook with a cable, like an interchangeable needle. Right?
I just used a long needle. But yes, the bigger the project,
some of them are actually straight crochet needles that are like
that's what I used.
Okay, so now you can get them where they're interchangeable.
Well, that makes sense because at some point, the bigger projects, you're going to need the length of like a cord. You guys, let me tell you,
this is so
I
good.
loved Tunisian crochet class I took.
I want to show you like how great the photo tutorials are. Obviously meant for someone right from the get-go, from the very, very beginning. Like she's showing you step by step. And I love the font in this book. It's super easy to read.
Like that picture right before that page, the previous picture. You can't tell me you didn't look at that and think that was
That's Tunisian crochet.
You would think that was knitting.
You would think that was knitting.
Yes.
So Tony is TL Yarn Crafts, right?
Yeah.
TL Yarn Crafts. She's amazing.
Yeah, she's
amazing. Love following her on Instagram. There she is. And I actually don't know how to Tunisian crochet, But I just thought, oh, stop it. Like, this book is beautiful.
I love the macrame.
They're super cute little,
not
like,
yes.
house patterns, but of course the ones that we want to wear, too. Beautiful photos. This giant poncho-y thing is gorgeous. The stitches are very
that's so
cool.
pretty. I feel like I need to quit everything for a year to catch up on all the things I want to do.
Look at that hat. Tell me that's not a stockinette stitch hat.
Right.
So I'm super intrigued. So how cool would it be to take a picture, a class with Tony?
Yeah. Yeah. It's so
These are beautiful patterns.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
So, I mean, I bought this thinking, oh, this would be such a fun giveaway, but maybe I want to learn how to Tunisian crochet.
Even if you start with a washcloth, I know it seems boring, but just to get
just to learn a new technique.
Oh, that's a wall hanging.
Whoa.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I mean, we can always order a couple more books if we want to
Yeah.
do a giveaway. I don't know. Now that I'm looking at this thinking,
Now I'd like to keep
like,
it.
you know, I mean, we love fiber
Yeah.
crafts, so maybe this is something I want to learn. But it's meant for beginners. Tunisian crochet, a beginner's guide.
Love
So
it.
this is not a book for advanced. It's for us that want to learn.
The photography is beautiful.
I
in
think
this
I
book.
should do this.
I think you should too.
I think I should do this. Okay.
Let me tell you,
Plans have changed.
you're going to be addicted.
Plans have changed.
You're going to do a little swatch from the beginning of the book, and you're going to be like, this is crazy fun.
I actually love the rhythm of crochet. I just don't know anything else about it, but I do love that whole like
yeah.
hooking and stabbing and
Yeah.
pulling and
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
It's super fun.
Those are all technical terms.
It's my first love. My first fiber love. Okay.
So there you go. That was a really good purchase.
Kim Dye's yarn.
Jodi, I looked over there and I thought, way to go. Okay, the colors are crazy.
Okay, so this is poinsettia, and this is poinsettia.
It is?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
See?
What a
Mohair. I think I bought that for you, if I'm honest.
What?
Yeah, I think I bought that.
It's gorgeous. And what I was just gonna say, what a deep, like, pigmented color.
Isn't it pretty?
It is poinsettia.
This
Oh my god, this is 80% merino silk.
Isn't
No
it
wonder it's
beautiful?
so.
Yeah.
Oh, Jodi, are you sure?
Yes.
That is beautiful.
And then this one is skating rink
Gosh, stop it.
and poinsettia again.
That would be beautiful together too.
This is
What's that base? That blue one?
brioche GK. 100% superwash merino.
I
It's
love
very
the
pretty.
I love the twist on that. That's really beautiful.
Kim has beautiful yarn.
Well, of course I'm familiar with Kim Dye's yarn.
Yeah.
She's in Virginia.
Follow her on Instagram. She has beautiful, beautiful yarn.
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
I've had this for a while actually. It feels like we haven't done this for a while, have we?
I know.
I
I think it's been good.
I actually said when I got here, I said, I think it's gonna be shorter. I don't have a lot to show.
Jodi.
Tracy's like, I think you're crazy.
Uh-huh. I do think you're crazy. Jodi, thank you. Are you sure?
Yeah, isn't this mohair
It's
beautiful?
Yes.
Okay, now
you need to be sure.
either
I
she
feel-
sent that or I ordered it. But it was either way, it's for you. It's destined to be yours.
Well, it's gorgeous and poinsettia. My goodness.
No, I think I ordered it. I'm quite sure.
Okay, well, it's
beautiful.
stunning.
Kim
That
Dye's
color's right up my alley.
beautiful yarn.
That's for sure. Established 2010. Wow.
Well, she's been doing it for a minute.
Wow. That's beautiful. I got my last installment of my what was it called? The Mysterious Forest Sock Club.
I did order it.
You did
I ordered it for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I just wanted to make
It's
sure.
gorgeous. The color's amazing. So hard to get, like, in that family of color.
It's beautiful.
Like, that's stunning. So I got my last installment of the Les Garçons Mysterious Forest Sock Club. And this month it was the deer. So there was a fox. I forget the other one already. And this is the deer. And every month had a different color sparkle. It was all stellina, but one was silver, one was gold, and this is the gold one. One was copper. The first one was copper.
Okay.
So
This
this
is
is the
really
mysterious
pretty.
deer. Spoiler alert.
If you haven't
If you haven't got it, I've had this for a while, so
Okay.
I think you have. So this is Mysterious Deer color. Oh my God, I love it.
It's beautiful.
And this mini is Emma's Stone, which is a color that Vincent dyes all the time on all his bases. But Max did the little antler progress keeper and it's
Obsessed.
rose gold, and you get the deer pin, rose gold. And this was the club. So that's how you get these. So if they have another, and you get the super cute little sticker. So if they have another,
Oh my gosh, I would order that if they
want
ever
that?
do. No, DK,
oh,
like a DK version.
well, it's beautiful.
That's okay.
I'm
That
totally
green.
gonna crank it on the sock tube.
Tracie, I can't wait to see. That's gonna do like a little blip.
I think
Like
so.
Fun.
Isn't that gonna be pretty?
Yes.
It's a really beautiful, rich,
That-
sprucey green.
Yes. It's
Yeah,
very, very
I thought
beautiful.
it was gorgeous. So that was really fun.
What a great team those two are.
They
Whatever.
are. They should stick together and try a business or something because it might go well.
It might just work.
It might just take off. I have another club that came too. I think I'm to the end of my Farmer's Daughter Fibers. I think this is my last one.
Okay.
This was December.
What a
So
month.
I did her sock squad
Yes.
last year, all year last year. And I think this might be my favorite one that just came. I picked the Farm to Needle Club, which meant I think it was American grown wool.
Okay.
Like the bases were all American grown. This one is the 85% US merino and 15% tencel, like instead
Yes.
of nylon. And the color is Indian paintbrush.
It's beautiful.
And it's kind of like sport weight. Is that not?
That's beautiful.
I got that and I thought, whoa. Like I need to incorporate that into
Something.
a yoke or
That
something
color's
like that.
really good for you.
I really like that color.
Okay, speaking of Farmer's Daughter Fiber, they are on TikTok.
Really?
And they had, and so is Marissa Maid. There's a lot of makers.
Well, I mean, we're the,
And they were showing behind the scenes of the dye studio. Yes.
I gotta get on TikTok.
Yes,
for those
you
kinds
do.
Of things. Because I need more things to waste time on. Like
Yes.
Instagram's just not cutting it anymore.
And you know what? It's a little more engaging because they're all videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like those.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're thinking about a sock club, Farmer's Daughter Fibers has two. Sock Squad has two different choices. I loved this farm to needle one. I loved it. And
Yeah.
this one specifically, I was like, whoa,
Whoa.
whoa. So
Nice.
a whole year of sock club. I have not knit one of them yet. But so many of them
That's so
came that
funny.
were solids like this. I thought, oh, I should make a stripy something out of all of them. Like they were similar yarn weights, right?
Oh, that would be fun. Incorporate them all.
It's a little. It's
Okay, but don't
fingering.
you love this
I
coral?
love this.
It's almost coral with the blue.
Yes. This is like a tomatoey, right? It's a beautiful. And I think Indian paintbrush is a plant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I think so. I would have to Google it, look it up. I didn't tell you, my husband bought me did he tell you what Christmas present he was waiting for?
No.
A Yellowstone Rip t-shirt.
Does it have rip on the front?
You'll be so jealous.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, it doesn't have Rip on the front, but it says something about the train station and then Team Rip.
Oh my god, that is so
I was like,
funny.
oh my gosh, it was hilarious.
Hashtag
It was
Team Rip all the way.
hilarious.
I love those.
I'll show you.
Okay, this was my gift. Okay, it's so beautiful. It's almost indigo.
I'm glad.
Purpley.
I'm glad you like it.
Okay, so Tracie gave me a sweater quantity of this yin and yang yarn.
I love
feel
that loop yarn.
I feel like it's worsted, which
Yes,
I
it comes
love.
fingering and worsted.
I feel like this needs to be a striped sweater,
That would be awesome.
right?
That's what I sort of thought you might want to do
Like
with
bigger,
it.
chunkier stripes.
I've seen the super simple summer sweater.
Have
knit,
you?
Yes. Knit in this yarn.
Oh my god, I love it.
And because it's inverse, right? Like
Yes.
the colors are in both skeins. And it looks amazing.
How cool is this yarn?
Actually, I remember showing you a picture of
This has got one. This is the purpley navy with one strand. One of the strands is the blue,
right.
and then it's reversed. It's very cool construction.
It comes in so many color palettes too. Like there's a super hot pink and there's like oranges and browns, and I'm trying to find, oh, okay.
I would have chosen
See,
this.
somebody was knitting that. Like it comes, like there's the gold and gray, but I want to show you the picture.
I just think this is so fun. I love what this does when it's the exact same color.
So this is the same yarn, different color. So this is Julie from the Knitters League. And if you look really closely, it's that marled hand spun. It's the same yarn. It's a pale aqua and orange.
That is just way too cool.
Isn't it knit up pretty?
Way too cool. Here's the trouble. I have too many sweaters in my brain.
I know what you're talking about.
Too many.
I know.
And then I just talked about ordering yarn for 2 more.
I know.
Am I crazy?
No. Well, whatever.
It's a good crazy.
This is every January where people are like, I'm knitting from my stash.
No. Like, how much more can I buy?
I'm knitting from my stash, and it's not a bad idea.
No. I don't
do what makes you happy.
Yeah,
do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
But I myself have wanted to knit with that loop yarn.
It's so,
I think one day.
Softness.
They have a booth at Stitches West, and I remember the first day I went, it was packed, and the second day I went, the worsted section was like almost wiped out.
It's extra fine merino, 100% extra fine.
And don't they have their own mill? Isn't that right? Like for sure they've designed this base. This is their. You can't buy this anywhere else. This is their yarn.
It's beautiful.
It's really beautiful. And every sample they had knit up.
Oh my god.
Every sample they had knit up was gorgeous.
The whole idea of this yang and yang yarn, it's not totally different than that new Brooklyn tweed. What's that called?
Tones or something?
Yes, where it's kind of like...
So there's another version.
Different ratio.
Purples and pinks. Like they've just gone wild with it. It's so successful. Look at that.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, look how good it looks with the simple summer sweater.
That one looks a little Freddy Krueger. But
well, maybe.
No, I guess they would need green. Okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Whatever color that is.
Those are my colors.
Those are your colors. So this is color, that's color blocked.
Maybe I need to do a color block.
See?
What sweater is it? Can you send that to our group, please? It's, anyway, I mean, it's endless
I think you're actually going to love it. I think it's going to knit up to be the coolest. There's your colors again. Look at those girls.
Oh, how good is that?
Isn't that cute? You're just going to look beautiful in those colors.
It was the perfect sweater for...
Here's another color block one, pink and gold.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. How am I going to decide? I'm so indecisive. What?
Well, you can't go wrong. So, like, you just pick. And when you go to their booth, they have swatches knit up of every color.
Do you know
it's an incredible...
Lillian Pine does that. It makes such a difference when people can see the sample.
Oh, 100%. See, look, your color is a big poster board there. There's the sweater right there.
Wow. Twisted and...
That's actually really fun to just do color blocking, I think. And then for the spinners, you know, they're loops. Look at that. Jodi collects loops. Look at that bottom one with the yellow sticking out.
Oh, I need that one.
Wouldn't you like just a room that looks like that?
Oh my god, what color is that?
Dreams come true.
Can you please send that to our group again? Twisted Ambitions. I know he sent extra yarn.
Pardon?
The next
Who's
yarn.
This?
Twisted Ambitions. Don't you follow him, right? Tell me you follow him.
Jodi, I feel like I'm being judged.
You are if you don't follow him. Twisted Ambitions. I have no words.
Listen, if it's that, you should be telling me these things. I follow him now. Oh my gosh.
He's great.
Look how cute. Oh. Oh, wow.
That was a new one.
Wow.
He is a beautiful dyer.
Where's he? Oh, liked by Mrs. Brown's Bags.
Yeah. I think I ordered this for you.
Where's he
or
from?
he sent, I'm trying to get, I know he sent yarn, you guys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really amazing
fun.
speckles. Oklahoma.
I love him.
Jodi, that's
Yeah.
exciting.
He does lots of little videos, lots of little,
which I love. Ooh, that's cool.
He's a beautiful dyer. I think he's trying to get busy enough that he can.
So cute.
He's so cute. Do it full time.
Okay.
This
Well,
is
now I'm just ticked. I didn't know sooner. Jodi.
rose sangria. I can't imagine. Okay, so
That's beautiful.
I-
Rosé sangria.
I left this when I got it, and it's been so long. I think I just ordered these two, and I think he sent these two.
That's gorgeous. Look at that. Boy, is that ever soft.
Yeah, I think
Wicked.
I ordered these for me.
Punk rock starfish.
Yeah.
What?
And I think
You should crank that on your tape.
I wish I couldn't find my email.
100% superwash merino. Really soft.
Really soft.
So each skein dyed with wicked sweet style. That is so cute.
I love his tagline.
This would be beautiful for color work, right? Like with all those color changing speckles.
It'd be really pretty.
That would be really cool. So one of the sweaters I've been thinking about casting on is actually the Throw Over by Andrea Mowry, where it's just the yoke. It's simple chevron yoke. I just think I would wear something like that a lot. But a color like one of these would be amazing you need 3 different colors. That would look so pretty.
So beautiful. So
Gorgeous
I know he has
colors.
sent yarn. I can't remember what I ordered.
Well, I love black speckles. You know I love.
I thought
Right?
this was so fun.
It is beautiful. Just
I know I
gorgeous.
ordered the DK for me.
Thank you.
This is MCN.
We'll put this in. Let's make it in our
Yes.
prizes,
Yeah.
so someone else can enjoy that. As much as I want to knit it,
Okay, how
I can't be that much of a pig.
pretty is that? The
Gorgeous.
minty blue.
Gorgeous.
This is called Minty Fresh and Rose Sangria.
Who doesn't love rosé?
All day.
All day. Okay, this is really pretty.
We should have a moment of silence for Betty White.
Oh.
She was an icon. What a long, amazing life she had.
It is so sad, but at the same moment, it's amazing the life
Yeah.
and the longevity she had.
And
It sucks that it was before her 100th birthday.
Okay, and how weird she's on People. Like, it was like probably
Literally, they planned this big TV show party. I guess maybe we shouldn't be planning parties like that. I don't know.
when you're 100.
But New Year's Eve, going out New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
That's kind of...
Right, and everyone got to celebrate her. Like, it was kind of like a celebration of life for her. She was an amazing...
And she worked so much. We are so lucky as people that just from afar that loved her. We can enjoy her work forever.
Yes.
But looking back on her life is really interesting.
Yes.
What she's sort of come through and what she has stood for and what she's accomplished and all of that kind of stuff.
She's an amazing woman.
Totally.
Yeah.
To work right up till you're past, like doing what you love.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cheers to Betty White.
They should have frozen her.
That quote that the people have been throwing around that was something about balls. She said it shouldn't be tough as balls because balls are it should be tough as a vagina because those things take a pounding.
Betty White said that?
Yes!
Oh, God. You couldn't
I mean,
love her
it's not
more.
exact, but I just thought, okay, I feel like we would be really, really good friends.
That's so funny. I should write on these bags when I get them.
Well, if there's ever a note, I keep the note because you're right. I'm not going to remember.
Right.
Okay, I love this new to me dyer, and that's exciting.
Yes.
Right?
He's great.
And I do love these speckles. These are going to be amazing.
Yeah.
And I always think socks, right? But how fun would that be?
Ooh, that smells very sheepy.
Oh, you ordered botanical yarn.
She sent this.
She's amazing.
I'm 95% sure she sent this.
She is
How beautiful is that?
an amazing dyer.
Look at
And
this, you guys.
she does so many beautiful samples and sweaters in her yarn. And she's always in the like yarn festivals. She's in the UK, so she's always doing like trunk shows, online trunk shows for festivals, but she's so good. Is that what this is? No.
It's
She's
like that.
really great at her gradients like that.
But look
What
at
are you
this
gonna
one.
knit?
I have no idea. I'll probably
Jodi,
never
it's
knit it.
beautiful.
You know what we should do? Put it in a prize. I just thought this was gorgeous.
Look at her.
Oh, look
She's
at her.
look at her. Beautiful. Look at that sweater yoke. Jodi, that's what
Oh.
I think that's what these are kind of for.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it just in case. I can
Is
hold
that
it double.
okay?
No.
Okay, so
But
you
hold it
totally
double.
hold it double.
But look at this, how it gradiates you guys from like a plum to like a burgundy-ish kind of like, oh, I just think it's so beautiful.
Super talented dyer. I want to say Sophie. Is that right? I hate getting things wrong.
Oh, God, you better not get it wrong. I'll never knit this, but I want to knit it. I want to think that I would knit it.
I don't think you should decide today.
I'm not going to decide today.
There. Good. I like that. Okay, so this beautiful scout shawl. Are you tempted at all to knit that?
No. Are you?
I wouldn't finish it.
Whose shawl is that?
Is it Florence Sperling Studio? It's gorgeous. It's this beautiful colorwork shawl, but it's like flat colorwork and intarsia and stuff like that. I just think it would be amazing to have.
It's a beautiful piece.
I don't know that I would finish it. It's
I can't
really,
even, if I'm
really
honest, I don't
beautiful.
see you wearing that. Maybe in a mitt or a
Yeah,
cowl.
you're probably, I don't know. It would be maybe a process knit where you're just
Yeah.
having fun with, you know,
I
each
could
little
see that.
section
Yeah.
changing colors.
It's stunning.
I don't know that I would enjoy color. I don't know. It's really beautiful. It's one that I just think is so beautiful. I would admire it for sure. I would feel like a major accomplishment if I ever finished something like that.
It's incredible. I'm just going to go into my saved things because I think there was a couple of Instagram posts that
I got my late. So this is like another club that came in.
you and all your.
And I just got my notice yesterday. My next one's on the way.
Is it?
So this is the Long Way Homestead, their breed of the month yarn. And this must have been for December, is Rambouillet. So it tells you all about the sheep and then all about the fiber and shows you, you know, a sample.
That's so cute. That
And then you get
dirty.
And then you get 100 grams of the yarn. So
Oh, sorry.
I got DK. Do you want this
It's
one?
not dirty. No, thank you. But okay, so
It's grown and milled in Manitoba. Long Way Homestead is in Manitoba.
so it's dark on the outside. Is that because it kind of gets dirty from the elements, and then it's so light
I don't know.
underneath? Like, look at that. Like, it's a totally different color.
I don't know,
He's
but it
so
gives you the whole
cute.
history. And Rambouillet have something to do with merino. Actually, this skein is very like sheepy.
They were established in 1786 in France.
Like there's a lot of veg matter happening in there.
In Rambouillet. Really?
Well, look. It's very soft. Very, very soft.
Oh.
But like that just means minimal processing, right? Like so as you're knitting, you're picking out
Oh
little
no,
bits.
I want mine processed. It's
I like
beautiful.
processed cheese slices.
But you know what the really cool thing about this?
It's
This
incredibly
is like
soft.
like down to earth. Like this is like wool, the next step in its raw form.
Oh,
like
totally.
it's just
Totally. I love this club.
you give them a bath and shave them
Right.
and make your yarn.
Right. So, I mean, it feels incredibly soft already, even that it's minimally processed and not like chemically treated for superwash and all that stuff. It's already in its natural state, very soft. So I'm not surprised it's related to like a merino because it's very, very soft. But these ones are sheep that were raised and it was spun in Manitoba.
Some say that Rambouillet is like merino with a little more bounce due to its slightly disorganized crimp. It provides a great elasticity and beautiful loft.
Feel springy for sure.
Yeah,
I love it. So Long Way Homestead has their own mill.
it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. So and this is like all in, like I think my bill at the end of the month is like less than $30. Like I think it's $24 a month plus $5 shipping or something.
Nice.
And it comes vacuum packed in a letter envelope.
Perfect.
And then you get these little cards and you get 100 grams. So
See,
you can,
but like you learn about the sheep every month. And that's really interesting.
I feel like it's an easy way to support something you
Yes.
believe in. So the more people that join the Breed of the Month Club, whether it's fiber, oops, got that first. They do fiber, and yarn.
Yeah.
So you can maybe get both. Maybe you're a
Exactly.
spinner, maybe you just are a knitter, but I want to knit it. So I've had fingering weight before, and now this is the very first skein of DK.
It's beautiful.
Isn't it pretty?
Yeah.
Love it. That was exciting.
Handmade closet.
Yeah.
Olga P. Look at the sweater coming out this week.
Oh, wow. That is really
Zima
pretty.
sweater coming on Friday, tomorrow.
Oh,
I just saved this because I thought it was so beautiful,
it's
you
very
guys.
pretty.
I thought the color palette was really soft.
That looks very fun to knit. Like, lots of times those yoke sweaters, like all the fun is over after the yoke. That's got it on the sleeve and the bottom.
There's a lot happening there in a good way, but this too.
Ooh, that's, oh my God. One day I'm doing an all over colorwork sweater. I don't know when, but soon, I hope. One of the things I was thinking to cast on too is my colorwork vest.
Tracie.
With that Shetland yarn, and you steek the arms and you steek the neck, and it's just it's not even a whole sweater. How much work could that be?
This is the juniper crop.
That's
you guys.
beautiful.
I am so tempted.
That's sport weight, so you could make it.
I
with
would do it DK, but this one, it's a cropped. There's two versions. This is the longer.
That's Caitlin Hunter.
I know.
Yeah.
You guys, I am so tempted.
Jodi, I love that one since it came out. And actually the pictures that it's shown on it's shown with very little positive ease. Like I don't think it's shown as quite a boxy.
I think,
but I would knit it like that.
This is boxy.
That one is.
Yeah. Anyway,
it looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that it's all over colorwork. Okay, a new to me company, and I think I just found them on Instagram somehow, is Middlebrook Fiberworks. And I think they spin their own thing. I should look it up again, but this is a natural, it's not dyed, small batch custom milled yarn from hand selected fleeces.
That's beautiful.
And this one is Shetland wool, fine wool, silk, and Ramie, which I don't even know what that is. But it's got a beautiful luster. I don't know. I mean, it would make good.
Oh, that's soft.
Gorgeous. Like, it's gorgeous.
Shetland.
Yeah.
Fine wool, silk, Ramie.
And it's got this
Interesting.
heathered look to it,
It's got a
blending all the
little
color.
halo.
It's really beautiful.
This is.
Isn't that
wow,
gorgeous?
that's
Could you
soft.
imagine a sweater in
No.
that?
You guys, that's so soft.
Mhm.
Is it superwash? No.
No.
That's
I mean, it's
surprising.
so. It's 40-40, 10-10. Shetland, fine wool, silk, and Ramie. So
Yeah.
they obviously know what they're doing out in Middlebrook Fiberworks. It's fingering weight. I don't know what I would make.
Snap time.
It would be a beautiful hat too.
Mm.
Like a double brim.
Yes,
Oh my
yes.
gosh, wouldn't that be beautiful? Silky and warm.
Oh,
Silk is super warm.
Brandy Cheyenne
Yes.
has that beautiful. What's her beanie called?
Easy.
Peasy beanie.
Something like that.
Do you want to pull it up,
Yeah.
please? I ordered
Jodi, I love that.
Gaze colors from Madeline Tosh. So Gigi made it, who is a lover of everything orange. This was a collaboration with Madeline Tosh.
Yep.
This,
Ongoing.
yeah, this is, and the way that, because Gigi doesn't sell like a physical product, when she partnered with Madeline Tosh, a portion of the sales goes to Gigi, which I love
Yeah,
because
it's dyed in her
honor.
Yeah. Sort of as like a tribute to her. Like, she loves orange.
There you
and
go.
they've made
Tribute
this
color.
orange
Yes.
in Gigi's,
Yes.
you know, and they put her name on it. It's Gigi Glow. Gigi loves orange. So they've done a speckle version now. The actual solid color is an incredible
This is
orange.
the speckle. It was hard to pick, and I now have thinking I should have probably just ordered every color, all of it. But I ordered Gigi Loves Speckles on DK, which is
It's so
200
nice.
yards. I think that's DK, isn't it? No, that's worsted.
182 meters.
Oh,
115 grams.
It's plump. It kind of looks worsted-ish.
But
But
it looks like a light worsted. Like,
yeah. And then I
it's
ordered the
so
same.
good.
It's so good.
I actually was thinking how I do love the bright orange,
Mm-hmm.
but I actually think I'm gonna order the mohair and hold it with
Natural?
yes. Maybe.
That would be
I don't know.
beautiful.
I do love this orange.
It's
I
beautiful.
don't have any orange in my
It's almost a
sweater cover.
burnt or like not burnt orange, but getting there.
It's really pretty. It's really, really, really,
Look at
really
that.
pretty. Jodi, I love it. This mohair is beautiful too.
Yeah.
And I love the speckle. I've
Yeah.
seen it knit up. Actually, I could get the speckle on sock yarn. Like Madeline Tosh does that beautiful Tosh Merino light. Like it's a single ply.
It's beautiful.
Drapey. It would be so nice with the mohair.
Because Gay, I mean, we look to Gay for her beautiful words of wisdom and inspiration. And just because, you know, she's not selling a physical product, I feel like we get so much from her.
I know.
That I love to be able to, this is how I could support.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people do like PayPal tip jars and things like that. But I was happy to support Gay, and that knowing she
100%.
gets a kickback from this is perfect.
100%.
So yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Did not disappoint.
I agree. Jodi, I haven't
You
all
haven't
the
pulled
yarn
the
that I
trigger?
want. All the
Oh,
yarn that I
Tracie.
want. It's not for any other reason
I
other
know.
than I'm thinking, what am I going to make? So that it means what yarn base am I? But I'm really intrigued by the orange.
It's a different orange than you would think. I think this is an orange that a lot of people will get behind. It is so
It's really
beautiful. So beautiful.
And the base is this creamy,
Yeah.
creamy vanilla kind of color.
I think it's going to be beautiful.
What are you going to make? You're going to hat?
A hat. Yeah. I love it.
I love it too, Jodi. It's absolutely gorgeous. I've followed Alex Collins for a long time. She's this really wonderful maker in the UK. Lots of people know about her.
Do I follow her?
I don't know. She's really sweet. She's a great knitter. But she has this company, Alex Collins Designs, I think. And she screen prints her own fabrics. So she
Yes.
designs and screen prints her own fabrics. And I've just always thought they were so pretty. And she does these little, the fabric I've never had a chance to buy her stuff. So she did an advent calendar too, where she made like the big canvas thing and it made the pocket, like you fill your own kind of, anyway. She does all kinds of great things. And I just thought this would be a really cute little sock bag.
God, I
For
love
in your
that.
purse. So she made that design, and then she screen printed and sewed it all.
She does it all?
Yeah, all of it. But she had these little needle books that were full of felt. So you can, like for cross stitching, I feel like, I don't know what to do with my needle. Like they sit on those magnet things, but
That's so
I've lost
smart.
one. So this is felt. So you just tuck your needles in the felt books, and then they're just kind of always in this little thing. So
so good.
Yeah. But she sent a bag for a giveaway. She does like you guys, this little pouch that I bought is awesome and I love it. But she does bigger ones. Here, Joe, I'll put
It's
this
a
one.
card. I got it.
She does really big ones. So again, fabric.
Oh, she does little needle cozies.
Fabric that she's designed and printed. She does everything. She does needle storage.
Wow.
And yes, needle cozies. And she's very like relaxed. She does a knitting. She has a YouTube channel as well where she talks about her knitting and her making and stuff like that. Beautiful knitter. Like,
Beautiful.
yeah.
Beautiful fabrics. I love that.
So thank you to Alex.
Oh, she's a knitter too?
Yes.
Gosh.
Yes. She actually did a kit at Christmas time that included that fiber company amble yarn that I love so much. Like that was the yarn in the bag and the kit.
You had one job to show Brandy's hat.
I did. I showed it. Were you not looking? It's right here. There's Brandy's hat. Or maybe I just showed myself.
You showed your hat. You guys, it's a long beanie that you can either wear, obviously, shorter brim, so it's slouchy. There's a million ways to wear it. Her aesthetic, she's so cool.
Like, stop it.
Yeah, I love her.
Gorgeous. Oh, and then here's her beanie kind of rolled up.
Yes. She's a doll.
Is it a mohair held? It looks really fuzzy. I don't know. I have to look. I have to get the pattern. Is it in the book? Oh, wow. Look at this cowl.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Wow. And the photography is just...
Yeah. Her whole
I can't wait
aesthetic and the color she uses, she just exudes joy.
And isn't that absolute perfect way to word it. Knitting for radical self-care. Like, I don't think we stop and think often enough how the fact that we knit all the time is really keeping it together, mostly for us. How much that is an actual thing for us.
Well, especially over the last 2 years, let me tell you, mental health is a giant issue that's not talked about quite enough. But then you add this 2 years of pandemic, and it's like, wow. But
even if you think it's not affecting you, it's affecting you.
Yeah,
it's affecting you. And if you're a knitter, you know, maybe that's what's helping you keep it together. Yeah, or a crocheter or whatever it is. So I really am excited to read that book. It just came out, I want to say yesterday.
Yeah, it did just come out.
Just get published.
Yeah.
Or no, maybe. Anyway, I just ordered it. It's on the way. I should get it this weekend. So, yeah, maybe we'll be able to stock it. That would be incredible.
That would be great.
Jodi,
I have enough. I mean, I'm done.
Okay. Remember we were talking about thrum mittens and how I was talking about the kits I used to knit them in? So the Great Canadian Yarn Adventure Box is from the ladies at Village Len Yarn
Did you just
Shop.
get this?
It just showed up. And I don't know if they were watching and we were talking about thrum mittens, but this club box for their December 2021, the pattern is thrummed slippers.
I was talking like I wanted to knit them.
So maybe this is for you.
Do you know how much roving I have?
This is the kit that I used to use to knit all those thrum mittens.
That's the addendum.
It is the yarn. This is it. It is from Fleece Artist out in Nova Scotia. They hand dye this, I think, worsted weight yarn and hand dye the roving. And so you make your thrums out of this and you knit your pattern and you keep knitting your thrums into them.
Only if you ever only do it once, you must knit a pair of thrummed something.
These kits are really fun. They're quarterly. You get everything in the box. It really is like a giant gift to yourself. Oh. It even comes with the little stuff for your bottom of your slipper to make the dots for texture so you don't kill yourself walking on your hardwood floor. It came with this beautiful stitch marker from Dragonfly Bay. I think that's like Swarovski. It's so sparkly. And then you get
that didn't come in the kit.
Ours is missing.
It's beautiful.
But it comes so these kits highlight Canadian yarns, which is the Fleece Artist there, and a Canadian designer. And this you get this super cute pattern. This is like a little slipper sock.
Kim just said you're still alive. Yes, Kim. We're long-winded today.
Is Kim judgy? Who's Kim?
You're so cute.
You're funny. No, she's right.
Cute.
First of all, she's right.
Thank you, Kim.
No, this is
these are
this
amazing.
is a repeat. This is a recording. If only. Anyway, that kit came in the mail. So
it's available on Amazon, her book, or her website.
Yeah. So I think you can just
Dragonfly Bay.
You can go to Village Len Yarn Cafe, I believe, and still get this kit. Or at least message them and find out what's going on. You can make thrum mittens with this kit. You can make a thrummed headband, a thrummed whatever you want, but you do get the pattern for the thrummed slippers, which is really cool.
Dragonfly Bay. Oh no.
Maybe they're a local maker. That's them.
Here?
No, the top one.
They don't really post.
Well, but maybe it's just a local maker to them.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And they don't do much on Instagram.
Nicole from Hugh Loco sent us a little treat for Christmas, which was so sweet. Did you get the coffee candle?
Yes.
Tracie.
And it's from Loveland. It's right from where she's
they don't sell online.
They don't?
It has she's a little shop. You should see. She has Instagram account. But she doesn't sell online, so I went and bought a different brand.
Did you?
I'm obsessed with that coffee
Even
candle.
Jeff said, oh, I love this candle.
Yes.
She also sent us those tea drops.
Yes.
Have you tried them?
No.
We drank
all of them.
Almost all of them. Georgia took.
Really?
Yeah. They're so. It's a compressed tea with a smidgen of sugar. Like it's a pre-sweetened, a little bit, like a teaspoon of sugar. And you just pour hot water over it and it kind of dissolves instead of steeping in a tea bag. And you do end up with a little bit of something in the bottom of your cup, but it's not like leaves in your
Okay.
teeth kind of thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
different. I've never used. I
That's
love
fun.
it. It's been so good. So we've drank half of the Earl Grey and almost all of the mint. We'll use it all. Georgia drinks tea all day long. So yes, she was a total sweetheart and spoiled us. I was
Are you still
so
pulling
behind.
stuff up?
No, this is what you gave me. I want to share.
Oh, okay. I just have To the Max left. I have nothing else.
I want to cast this on right away.
So To the Max is rebranding.
Tell us all about it.
That's all I'm saying. We're rebranding. It's going to be a new label.
I thought today was the day.
No, today's not the day.
Oh.
But today's the day that I'm going to show. There's some. I don't want to have to reband all the yarn that already banded. So I'm blowing out all the yarn at 50% off.
Such a good deal.
And then that way in 2 weeks we'll come back with our new label. It's called Frankie Gray Fibers. And it's fun. We're rebranding and it's going to be fun.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you'll have more to say about that later.
Yes.
Jodi gave me a box of yarn. I can't even. It's so beautiful. As well, this is one of her DK sock sets. What colorway is this? This is Gateway. Getaway. Okay, but look at the speckles. Come on. That's a sweater.
Don't look for this color right now. You'll see it in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this is it on fingering. I love it so much.
Isn't it? I think
Yes.
it turned out really pretty.
Yes, Jodi. It's so beautiful. And then the gorgeous toadstool colorway. I've totally got to make a sweater with this. The color's so rich and so beautiful.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really beautiful. And then, is this a new one you said?
Yes.
What did you call it?
Weekends.
This was
Staycation. That's Getaway. This is Staycation.
Staycation, Jodi. I've been wanting to wind something for socks right away. And then the mohair.
Just in case. Because you don't have enough.
Just in case, it's kind of like necessary.
So those
The
colors that
speckles
Tracie
are
has
amazing,
will
Jodi.
be back under the new brand, but right now we just don't have any in stock.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, they're amazing.
There is some non-superwash yarn. There's not a ton left. I just brought a few to show, but I mean, that color's so
This color.
You can make your own DK socks.
Yes. It's gorgeous, Jodi. The speckles are so beautiful. It's amazing how
you can
things
make
work
two
out.
shorties with that.
That'd be great.
Yeah, almost.
Oh my God.
Okay. So like I said, it's just, I would like to get rid of all inventory. That way I don't have to, pull labels off and redo everything. But there's not a ton left, but
Lucky knitters.
I did bring some that we've got some quantities of. There's lots of singles.
I love that.
This is Sugar Plum Fairy on fingering.
Sugar Plum Fairy. Oh, there's Heather from Village Lane Cafe. Hi.
Oh, hi. And you don't have to use a coupon code. Everything will be at checkout. It'll automatically apply a 30% off.
That is awesome.
Amethyst.
That's really good purple.
These would be nice together. Lots of
What's
purple.
that?
Lots of
That
purple.
wild one.
This one?
Yes.
This one is called Post-Apocalyptic.
It's really pretty.
It's a sock set. That's in a sock set right now. This one is Mauve Mad. Lots of purple and pink.
I love that.
Mauve Madness in a sock set.
Yes, the prices are Canadian on the
Yeah.
website. That's right.
This one is called Purple City.
Ooh. That would be really, really pretty.
And this one's Blueberry Pancake.
That could be part of a fade, those two together.
Yeah, so there is some left in the shop, but that's...
And then more exciting things
Yeah.
on the way. Jode.
Frankie Gray is one of our cats.
That's such a good name.
Don't you think?
Yes,
Frankie
I love
Gray
it.
Fibers.
I love it. I love it. Okay, it's ridiculously late. It's 1:45.
Okay,
I
so...
have running around to do today.
What? Do you have to do it today?
Well, if I don't do it today, I have to do it tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I brought a few pom-poms just to quickly show you
Okay.
because we did have a few restocked last week. So it's buy one, get one half off. So if you add 2 to your cart, you'll see the discount.
Good.
Yeah.
That's at grocerygirlsknit.com.
Okay, so Janet hooked us up with some natural colors this last week that had been out. Some had been out of stock.
This is crazy.
I think this is number. I don't want to profess that I know. I should have written it on it. But look at that with that dark core.
Oh my God. And it's so fluffy.
So fluffy. This is a number 5, I believe. That's the really light one, but it's got a little dark tip. That one did really
That's
well.
really
We've been out of
beautiful.
this for quite a while.
It goes with everything.
Look at this. I love this.
Yes. I mean, the quality of the
I think this
fabric
is-
she uses is
yeah.
amazing. These are really beautiful.
This might be 18, number 18. But if you filter at the top of the pom-pom collection to newest, you can buy newest or alphabetical or oldest. You'll see the new, these are the new ones that will come up.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
Yes, that's
Especially
one of my.
with this.
That's one of my. I really love the natural.
Yes.
All the shades of the natural ones.
Look at this.
I mean,
one. This has got a little bit of auburn on the tip. It's got a couple different color grays.
Really nice. And I just think too, it's nice to have a little bit of a pom-pom stash.
Yeah.
Right? So if
Yeah.
you have to knit a quick hat for a gift, you've already got the pom-pom.
Yeah. Love that. And then there's some fun colors
That's
too.
fun.
I mean, even if you did
I really like
a
that.
neutral, like a neutral kind of hat, and then you can have fun adding color to the pom-pom.
Totally. And the minty green.
Look at
I mean, I know I said I love natural. I really love them all.
look at the movement on this minty green, you guys. It's really, really nice.
That's so
Some
pretty.
fur comes in and it's like, all the fur is beautiful. There's the odd one that will come in that's exceptional.
Right.
Like the rose gold that we have in our shop right now and this mint are exceptional. Beautiful. And then this,
I agree. That's really good.
this is one of my favorites, you guys. This is number 65. And it's the most beautiful blue. It's almost, you could say, it's not neutral, but you can put it on so many things.
It would go with, it really is a neutral. It would go with, what wouldn't it go with?
Right.
It would go with everything. It would go
It's
with,
so pretty with
yeah.
browns, with blues, with pinks, with really light neutrals. It's beautiful on it.
I
So
agree.
that's 65. So those are just a few. There's so many pom-poms. in the shop.
good. Oh my gosh.
We're not going to be long today.
No, it's
Famous last
we're going to
words.
be obnoxiously long. So I think what I'm going to do is go do my errands now because I feel like I've got the get up and go to go do it when it's minus 35 or whatever.
Yeah.
So show notes will be later.
Okay, good. Whenever.
Yeah. I'm trying.
I don't feel like cooking.
I was just gonna. I don't even know that I have it in me. I'm doing show notes. But
That
it's
means
like,
you're not cooking.
oh.
I'm going to work this afternoon a little, but I don't feel like it.
Is that
Okanagan.
Cecilia in the snowy Okanagan?
Did you know that's Cecilia?
I think it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
65 was listed for $0. Hang
Wow,
on.
that's a great deal. Yeah, so I really should just do then I'm gonna have to come home and do show notes. Maybe I'll just do show notes and then be done with it.
Does show notes take, how long do they take? Depends on how much stuff.
Like less than an hour. But I always forget something, so I go back in and add it and whatever. I don't know. It's not that bad. But I hope I don't forget things. But people are good about reminding you if I forget things. So that's what we'll do. And we have to talk about one Sunday in January or Saturday in January. We're going to do our PJ party, knit PJ party. That's coming soon, probably in the next couple of weeks.
Thank you for telling me that. Wow. Yes, PJ party. You know, we talked about doing it before Christmas. So much happens the lead up to Christmas. Everyone's so busy. You're tired. As much fun
This
as
was
that
a
would have
way
been.
better idea, Jodi. It was your idea. It's a way better idea.
It's only because I was feeling lazy and tired.
I was like to Jodi, do you want to do it Thursday or do you want to do it Saturday? She's like, I think we should do it in January. And I was,
Yeah.
why did I not think of that?
Yeah.
It's way better.
Yes.
More people can come. You're not as stressed out. You don't have a full calendar. You're not doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
You can maybe just enjoy a visit.
Yeah.
So that's, I think it's way better. I don't think we should plan for a holiday one ever. I think January is way better idea.
Love it.
Yeah.
What about a knit along? Did we talk about that?
Yeah, we'll have to think about a knit along too, because
Yeah.
all we have right now is our Sock Bash started again. I think it's like our 6th year.
Was there anyone that did all 12?
I have to put up a thread for that. Yes,
Okay.
there's people that do it every month.
I love that.
So we
don't talk about our knit-alongs. We should yes, it's
it
her.
is Cecilia.
We should make sure we talk about it early on in the podcast so we don't forget.
Yeah. Once we have to figure out,
We have a knit-along?
we were going to do a sparkle along.
We were.
And I feel like we should do that.
I think we could do both. Like,
Yeah, it
why
can
not
be-
a sweater.
It can be, and you can double dip in anything. Like,
Right. Because not
can
everyone
be
wants to knit a sweater.
right.
And then a sparkle along, people can choose what they knit.
Listen, I feel like everybody needs a sparkly hat.
Yeah.
Like a Magpie Darling hat. I actually just bought more of this. So this is the silver with the rainbow sequins. And I picture a love note.
After seeing Amanda's.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she had gold.
Yeah, like it's
It's amazing.
just with like a sock yarn or something, but
Wow.
I have
That
to
would be
swatch.
amazing.
I have to swatch. So
Yeah.
I bought a couple of balls of this thinking
Yeah.
that's what I want to do.
Yeah. So let's gear for that. We're not going to know the details right now. We're going to have a sparkle along
And something else.
and a sweater knit along.
But maybe it should be like more focused than that. Like,
That's what I mean. Like,
yeah. So we'll have to figure. I don't know.
we were talking about having it be was it going to be BIPOC designs or
I mean, it can be anything, but it would be great to support
yeah, we really wanted to
lots of
highlight
makers,
Black makers and people of color makers, BIPOC makers.
yarn companies.
Yeah, anybody like designs, yarn makers. You know, we could say that it's going to be a make along, but you get extra entries.
Right.
Like, okay, let's say I'm knitting a sweater from.
Kind of like that Canadian knit along that used
Yeah.
to happen.
I'm knitting a sweater from a BIPOC maker, a designer, with a BIPOC yarn.
Right.
I get to enter it twice.
Right.
Let's do that.
So the pattern designer is worth an entry. The yarn dyer is worth an entry.
yeah.
Sure, I would love that. And really, it's you can choose to knit whatever you want.
Yeah.
If it's none of those things, you can still enter it. You just don't get the extra
Yeah. I love that.
entries. But it would be really, really great to support. And it doesn't have to be just sweaters. It can be
That's
anything.
what I mean. Yeah. So a sparkle along will be one knit along,
And I mean, you could double dip if you're doing a sparkle project
knit out of a BIPOC
Right.
designer.
and yarn,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do all kinds of
So
fun
let's get our
things.
stuff together. We'll do a sparkle along. We'll do a sweat. Is it going to be a sweater cowl
I don't know.
or just anything cowl?
Or even like multicolored.
God, this is how it works. Anyway,
This is how the meetings go. I don't want too many rules. First of all, what you really want is people joining in and knitting
yeah,
along.
there will definitely be a sparkle along that will be starting next time. So go to Amanda,
Yeah, get your
your sparkle
yarn.
yarn, get your sparkle, get your Stellina.
There's lots of like Stellina yarns for socks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've seen mohair with sparkles.
Yeah. It's going to be a sparkle along and a BIPOC along.
And it's a make along. It's knitting and crochet.
Yeah.
It's always a make along. Doesn't have to be just knitting.
Yeah.
So, but we don't speak very well that way. We always forget to add. It literally is. It always is.
If we wait 3 more
It
minutes,
can be
it'll hit
weaving.
3
It can be
hours.
punched. Like it can be whatever.
Right.
But we would never want to disclude someone. It's 1 o'clock. Are you
If we
kidding?
wait 3 more minutes, it'll be 3 hours.
That's just great. That is great.
That's totally annoying.
That's
so funny. And then all the orders from Grocery Girls I'll print and pack on Monday.
Yay.
Yeah.
Shipping. Which I hear it's supposed to be much warmer then. Maybe we'll feel more like motivated next week.
It's just a couple of days and then it's cold again.
Oh. What's for lunch? Christine, I have no clue.
Yeah, Fatima has beautiful patterns. Actually, Fatima also, Disturbing the Fleece, has a brand new hat out.
Yes.
So that could be a new entry, you guys.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Yes.
And maybe I'll put up the chatter thread so people can start sharing who they want to what patterns they want or designers they love.
Okay,
or
it's going to be
companies.
a sparkle along and a BIPOC along.
Okay. Great. Fun.
So then you can.
It's all just, we just want to have some fun in our Ravelry group.
Yeah.
We want to support designers and dyers and have some fun doing it. And we're so lucky people send us stuff. We like to send prizes. And
Yeah.
so that's really great. We
Yeah.
love doing that kind of stuff. So Happy New Year.
Love that.
That's the new year, start to the new year. But all the details will be in the posts, right? Like how long it's going to last. I would say maybe it should be like at
3
least
months?
10 weeks, 3 months.
Yeah, somewhere
like
in there.
that. Yeah.
Don't rush.
Especially if people want to knit sweaters.
BIPOC stands for
Black Indigenous People of Color.
Yeah.
It's kind of a,
Love that.
mm-hmm.
We love to support.
Yeah.
Okay, guys,
Congrats.
we can't. Oh my God.
Jodi.
It's not 3 hours. It's 2 hours and 59 minutes. Okay,
Oh,
bye.
well. Okay, we got to
Okay,
go.
bye.
Have a great week.
Love
See
you.
you too.
See
Bye.
you too.
Mwah.